Warning, the following contains material that may be too disturbing to some people. Descriptions of violence, mature situations, and adult themes. This is intended for mature audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Start game!
We are live. We've been
We
live
are.
the whole time. I'm just
Oh,
kidding.
wow.
I'm just kidding.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. I'm just
Oh,
kidding.
God.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Don't worry.
That would have been great.
Welcome to Broken, episode 10? 10, right? 10.
Maybe?
Uh,
I don't know.
I hope you guys have all had a good week. Me and Caitlin certainly had an interesting show Friday. Things are not going well for us there, but we will see.
No.
We will see. All right. So, anybody got any cool stories from this week? Cool stories.
No, not really.
All right.
Been just playing a lot of 7 Days to Die and working.
I love 7 Days to Die, man. No,
I've got like over 1,000 hours in it. It's awesome.
I don't know how many I've got in it, but it's a lot. I love that game. Have they updated it again recently? Because I haven't played it in a little bit.
Yeah, I also play on a server that has like some of the game's actual devs working on modding it.
Ooh.
Oh, that sounds
It's
fun.
like one of the most popular servers for the game too. It's called the Oasis.
Right on.
It's pretty great.
I might have to try and check that out. I haven't messed around with the mods too much. People keep telling me to do like dark what is it? It's like there's a couple different ones.
Darkness Falls.
Darkness Falls, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That and Where's UK, I think, is another popular one.
There's the sorcery mod, which is a really good one too.
Okay.
But Oasis's dev team made their own version of it, and I think I like it better than the actual sorcery mod.
Right on. Well, speaking of sorcery, what happened last week here on Broken? Do you guys remember?
So there we were, standing before the monolith, all the Osapu brainwashed by the auditory tones it was putting out. I had my war cry ready, unsure as to whether or not I was going to use it to blow up the monolith.
Yeah.
We're trying to get the
good times.
Osapu snapped out of the
Asapu snafu, nice.
Yeah. Trying to get him out of the trance there.
Yeah, let's pop back over to that screen, shall we? So a couple things. You guys did get some more gear. You also got some more money, which you quickly spent on gear. Things like armor. I'll probably have to censor that word.
Broken glass.
Broken glass. That's right. And you headed back to the like abandoned Enki facility you'd previously gone to because the clan heads that went down there got attacked. Is that why you guys ended up going back there?
Yeah, like all of them died according to, the sentry bot deal.
Yeah, you guys found.
And we originally wanted to go and find the robot body.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they were going to scavenge the robot bodies, so you were like, "Oh no, we got to get that robot body."
So they don't find out.
Well, we were like,
there.
they can't see that, or they're gonna know we did something back there.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. The Enki.
Yeah. Okay. And so you were headed back, and you found their Waywatcher AI.
Yeah.
And it was low on juice.
And I got me a pet.
You got a pet. And you gave it a new battery, I think, and you got some information from it. About what happened to its previous owners.
And now it's been told not to.
Yeah. And told not to report on you guys to the Waywatchers Consortium. I think that was a thing.
Yes.
Yes.
And it also like you were able to get it to emit a tone to kind of help you guys stay hidden or undetected.
Yeah, from remote scans. But if something was like physically able to see us, we're out of luck.
Yeah. And so you guys are sort of at this pillar, underneath that sort of base, or like maybe in the heart of it, with all these Asapu that are sort of entranced by it. Naela on the border of being entranced by it, but you made a good roll, so it didn't get you under its spell, under its sorcery or whatever. And yeah, Dank was about to decide if he was going to plant the totally
Super happy fun time device.
mostly peaceful device. That is correct. Yeah. So the machinery overhead is like making a lot of noise and moving around. So let's jump back into that. What do you guys do?
Real quick, I have a question. Do I have to make another check?
No. On the device, no.
Okay, just making sure. Well, I am going to start gently tapping Asapu on the shoulders, like Zaya's been telling me to do to get their attention. And I'm guessing Zaya would be doing the same thing, especially after having a successful communication of this is bad, you need to leave.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you are gonna start waking Asapu up. Sure. Make an animal handling check. Or whatever skill you have that might apply.
Can I assist her?
Sure. We'll give her extra dice. All right. Cool. So, yeah, you start grabbing people, turning them around, maybe gently, just like tapping them on the shoulder or gently shaking them. And, yeah, they come to. They start making guttural noises and clicks at you. Zaya is making clicks in response to them. Yeah, there you go, guys. Wake them up inside. Absolutely. It works. You're able to start, and none of them lunge at you when they're surprised to be awakened. Nothing like that happens. So that's what Naela and Cassidy and Zaya are doing this turn. Derrin, you and Waywatcher companion, or Rover, whichever we decide to call it, are hanging back, right? At like the entrance to this big room,
Yes.
watching everything. Would you like to do anything this turn? Like move closer or anything like that? Or like try to get the robot to do something? Up to you.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah, unless there's anything anybody would specifically want me to help with, I think I'm going to try and stick around and kind of just keep an eye on everything. Kind of try and I'm going to try and keep like a spot on everything, so there's nothing else coming up because it looks pretty open. So I think I should be able to see anything
Keeping a
like
lookout.
coming towards them. Yeah.
Yeah, make a roll. You got
Okay.
plenty of stuff to help with that.
That'd be what we'd need you for.
Yeah.
Good call.
Okay. Attention to detail. I think that's all I have, really.
Anything that would
Always
help
have to
with,
check.
anything that would help with looking. I'll allow like hearing also to apply here.
Okay, well then I'll do that one mostly since that just goes ahead and gives me a +3.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh my Wow.
Ow! Yeah, re-roll that.
That's
Holy
5
cow,
ones, dude.
Wow,
How does
that would
that
have been
even-
horrible.
How does that even happen?
Somebody take a picture of that and put it in the RIP channel.
Yeah, for
Sure,
real.
sure.
Oh. So you're re-rolling that, right? Okay.
There we go.
Okay, that's better. Having success is definitely better. How are those influence points looking?
Not bad. I've actually
Okay.
been getting them back pretty well, so I'm fine.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Just making sure. Okay. So, couple things. You look up at the machinery on the ceiling, and it's far away and dark. You like squint your eyes, and you see that it's putting stuff together. Like there's parts being assembled up there. Maybe there's like a couple sparks as something is welded quickly onto something else. There's no like nothing pointing at you guys, nothing obvious like firing or anything like that.
Okay.
Keyword there is yet.
At least yet, yeah. The other thing you notice is that you're aware of everything that the other players are doing as you're watching over the whole crowd. But the other thing you notice that other people don't, maybe, is that one of the corpses of the clan heads has a very fine-looking set of boots on them. They seem to have like little like wheels in the bottom of them. You can see he's like face down, but the feet are like pointed towards you.
Yes.
Yeah, and they're made out of this really pretty metal that you've seen Dank's like instrument weapon made out of. Looks very similar to that.
Okay, I'll make a note of that and tell them when I can.
Yeah. All right. Just before I give Dank a chance to throw the force multiplying device, Zack, would you like to do anything?
Does anybody need my help with anything?
Gonna need to get the Asapu the hell up out of here, man.
Yeah, help us with that, because we don't know how many more times we'll have to roll for that.
I would help. I would like to help waking up the Asapu.
All right. This would be like an animal handling role, just because I didn't include you with Cassidy and Naela's role before. But you can make one. Yeah, absolutely. If you got something unique that you think might apply to this, obviously, because you might not have animal handling skill, I'll let you negotiate.
I don't think I have anything.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
All right. So you success. So yeah. You join in. You start helping wake these guys up. Some of them are communicating with Zaya, and Zaya is communicating with the other two people. Some of them start waking others up too, shaking them out of their sort of stupor. I'm gonna go ahead and say you guys are at least able to get 3. Actually, I'm gonna say 4 more of these folks woken up.
How many more would you say we have?
Oh, there's probably a dozen
Between
more.
all 4 of us.
There's probably about a dozen of these things at least. So I would say if you do that again like 3 more times, you'll have them all. Or no,
Okay.
2 more times. Sorry, 2 more times. 3 times total, right? Because 3 times 4 would be 12.
Well,
Yeah.
wouldn't the other ones also be able to help out?
It's true.
So it just would kind of be like multiplying.
Yeah, we'll do like 1 more turn, and then that's fair. 1 more turn, and they'll all be woken up. How's that?
Okay. That's fair.
All right. Now, Dank, what do you do?
Please,
I
God.
Don't want to set this bomb off until we've got all the Asapu out of here, because I mean, I did put finely ground glass into it, and that's not good for anything that needs to breathe.
Yeah, probably.
We need their help, Dink.
I know. I'm thinking that I'm gonna attempt to offset the tone by actually playing my bass guitar to see if we can just hurry up and get everybody the hell up out of here so I can set this bomb off.
Okay. Okay. All right. I'll tell you
I feel
what.
like that's gonna draw aggro from something.
That's kind of scary.
I mean, there's gonna be a roll. It's the same roll I was doing last session, but because he's making extra noise, I'm gonna add a die to that roll.
Oh no.
But here's what I want to do. I think the best way to settle this is because it's like a contested check between you and the noise of the pillar. Is we have a roll off. Like we have like you roll your skill and basically like I set a DC by rolling with the pillar. I think I'm probably gonna give it like 6 dice.
All right, you're gonna have Dank. I do want you to know you're gonna have my support on this. I've got quite a bit of influence here, and I'm only doing the scout roll, so I'm gonna roll hard for this.
I think the most dice I can have on a check is 6, though, and I've already got the +3 from.
Oh no,
guitar.
I'm saying I'm gonna re-roll the GM stuff as much as I can.
Yeah, you can do that. If somebody
I'm stockpiled.
If somebody was able to like help you do this, also I would still give you an extra die, because it's two people. You know, it would be more dice. So I wouldn't like limit you on the 6 dice there, probably. But yeah, that's fine. You can have me re-roll. You can have him re-roll. You can use your influence points. However, you guys.
We can't have other players re-roll.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I've got a pretty decent pool of influence points right now.
Yeah, I think
I do
between
too.
everybody, we should be able to influence this down.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's see. Here's your
Making my roll.
Yep, same here. 17.
That's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I got an 18.
All
Whoop.
right. So 8, 9. Yeah, 12.
Dang, okay.
50. Yeah. You beat me by 1. Good job. So yeah, you pull out the guitar, you start rocking away on it, and the sort of like low hum starts to deaden in response to you. All the Asapu immediately wake up. The hum goes away. It just drones out and just fades out into silence. And let's make that roll to see if you guys are spotted. With its +1 for its dice. All I need here is a success. I do have that.
Nah, re-roll those 4s.
All right.
And now reroll this.
Like Jicker.
Okay. All right.
And again.
You roll the 4.
My
All right.
God.
Let's make sure you're marking off your influence point.
I am. I'm gonna stay at a root of fairly okay. Does somebody else want to do one?
I'll do one.
All right.
Oh,
I'm at
Jesus
5 and I don't want to go
Christ.
too low.
That's another 4.
Oh my goodness!
I'll do it. You will.
Who is spinning it this time, Zach?
Me. I'll do it.
All right. All right, that's a 2. Okay.
Okay.
So yeah,
you can't get that many in a row.
The thing deadens out in sound. As you guys, you're looking up, and the machine, you're still watching above, Derrin. The machinery stops moving. Up above you guys. Doesn't spot you. What do you guys do? You got all the Asapu woken up. They're all sort of looking at Zaya and Naela, Cassidy, and Zack for direction. Dank, you've still got the happy fun time device in your hand.
Where on the monolith thing is the noise really emanating from?
It seems to be emanating from the base of it. You can see a couple loose cables here. You see one that looks kind of familiar. It's got a little plug on the end of it.
I could just unplug it instead of wasting my bomb.
No, it's not plugged into anything right now.
Oh.
No, it just looks familiar because we had one in us for a long time.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's stuff that you plug yourself into.
I don't know if I want to plug myself into this thing. That sounds like a really bad idea.
No, it sounds like a really bad idea. Yeah. I would like to talk to Waywatcher and kind of say, hey, can you buzz Cassidy's bio tracker?
What do you mean buzz?
So I thought we'd set up previously that if Waywatcher kind of detected anything, it would like vibrate the wrist thing on Cassidy.
I think the wrist thing on Cassidy was to keep track of her vitals.
It was, but we tried to set up
Okay.
a like warning thing, and I
Okay.
don't know if that had been said that was successful, but I don't know.
Okay. So you're just asking him to like alert her. Okay, sure.
Yes, yeah.
Like I buzzing Cassidy now.
Cassidy, you feel like your wrists start vibrating like you have a cell phone laying on it. Should get a buzz sounder.
Look down at it and then I guess head for the exit because I don't think I would know that they're in the room. I don't think I would have realized that yet. I'm gonna like mouth to Naela, I'll be right back before heading off.
All right, so you run back towards the entrance to the room. At the edge of the hallway, are you like trying to hide, Derrin? You and Waywatcher here?
Hide, from everything kind of except her. I'm gonna kind of when she gets close enough to not like totally startle her, like make a noise or make a like sound or emotion to be like, oh hey, we're here.
Yeah. You wave at her as she's like starts to approach. Yeah, sure. So you see him there, Cassidy.
Oh. What are you lot doing over here?
Sorry, one more time. I couldn't hear you.
What are you guys doing over here?
Well, I wanted to make sure I kept an eye on everything. Listen, I think some stuff is about to start going down, so we definitely need to start getting people out of here. I know that's the plan, but like, if we could hurry. Just that the ceiling, it's been like building stuff for a little while, and now it's stopped.
Remember how the scrape marks showed that the robot's body had been dragged here and then suddenly it just vanished like it was lifted up?
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna be like the ceiling and then like look up.
Yeah, make like a perception-y type of roll. If you got anything that helps you spot stuff.
Yeah.
And if I could assist if she doesn't get the max, since I did tell her where it was.
Absolutely, that'll give her an extra dice.
I do have observation, so I'll at least get a +2.
Cool, so that's +3.
All right. Yeah. You look up, and same thing. You can see a bunch of parts on the ceiling. Maybe he points where he saw the sparks and stuff, and yeah, you can see like the reflective metal, some hoses, that kind of stuff. Like something was clearly assembled up there. And it's actually in two different.
You can definitely see like the oh shit pass on her face.
Yeah. It's actually like in two different locations too. Like there's one on sort of like the left side of the tower, and there's one on the right side of the tower. So it's like two different spots. One like up above up here, one up above like right here. You can see the walls, and the room is kind of like semicircle shaped. The tallest point would be where the tower is. So like theoretically, you could like climb up the walls and get a look at what's up there if you're really nimble.
That's not a game I would want to play though.
Yeah. Okay. So I don't think you got enough time to run back in the same turn, but if you wanted to like alert the others, you can.
She's gonna like do like the overhead wave to like try to get Naela's attention and like point up.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to look up.
Yeah. I think with like two of you pointing it out, I'm not gonna make the rest of you roll. Like they're pointing at the thing, you look up, squint your eyes, you can see the thing.
Just a look of, oh god, oh no.
Well, I still haven't used the super happy fun time device.
That's true.
I'm thinking
So-
I want to try to roll mechanics to disable the monolith.
Okay. Yeah.
And while he's doing that, I'd like to start leading the people up out of here.
I'm only gonna give you I'm gonna give you a -1 just because it's not tech you're familiar working with. But
I'm gonna create a memory.
okay, yeah, you can do that. You can do that. You can create a memory. Extra memory for mechanics. Do you know what it is, or do you want to come back to it later?
I have like a gist of it.
All right, let's hear it.
I remember Iraq. Sweeping the streets, looking for IEDs, having the bomb squad defuse them. Them needing an extra pair of hands because the last guy's got his blown off. It was a crash course. You either get lucky or you die. But we managed. That's pretty much all I got for now.
Right on. I dig.
Oh my god, that's so dope.
Good stuff.
It definitely fits Dank.
Yeah.
All right, so you disable the monolith. How do you do it? Do you just reach in, start pulling parts out of it? Like, are you trying to break like a critical part of it, or what are you doing?
Well, I mean, there's
disable it?
wiring, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just
Yeah,
like,
there's lots of cables.
got like my combat knife out. I'm cutting wires. I'm pulling plugs.
It's
I'm
the
doing
important
everything
wire.
I can.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You start cutting wires, and you like start to cut one wire, and then you look at the connector on it, and it's like red. And then you look to where it connects, and there's like a little pictogram. It looks dangerous. Something about it, just like the symbol, looks dangerous to you. You're like, okay, maybe not cut that one. You cut other ones.
Right.
And yeah, the whole tower just eventually all the lights on it go off, and it just powers down just with a sound.
Oh god, here comes another goddamn check.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Ah,
Now,
do I have to make a roll?
No, like for the noise again.
No, to get us out of here.
You can definitely start moving people towards the exit. All you did this turn was like look up. I think I've still got you,
Okay.
Zack, and did Cassidy do a thing? I can't remember if Cassidy did a thing this turn.
Yeah, I went to Derrin and saw the stuff.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So I think I still got you and
She
Zack.
told me to look up.
Yeah, but all you've done is look up. So I'm gonna let you do another thing if you want to do another thing besides look up.
Yeah, I'm gonna start leading people out of here.
Sure. Zack.
Also help lead people out of here.
Okay. So I'll say all of you and the Asapu can make it to Derrin, to like the exit to the room.
I was about to say, if I could, I would probably like wave to try to like indicate which way to come.
Yeah. Okay. Now Dank is all out there by himself. The tower.
I'll be fine.
The tower powers down, and all the lights go out. Like all of the lights. You guys are left in utter darkness. Here's a roll. That is 1-4.
And re-roll that 4.
I thought you might. That is a 1. Okay.
There we go.
Yeah. So all the lights go out. The room's utter darkness. You see like some dim red lasers sort of like sweep across the room. Doesn't detect anybody. Maybe we get like a view from the sensor's perspective. And like where the humanoid targets would be, it's just like a static image. Because Waywatcher is like still able to block you guys out a little bit. Maybe it's using like echo sensing or something.
Waywatcher is awesome.
Yeah, so you're free to go. If you want to like start running now, Dank, you can make it to the exit.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna dip out to where Derrin was.
Okay. Make a like looky roll, perception-y, observation-y type roll.
Okay.
Oh, looky roll.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. On the way over there, you step over a body, and you look down and see the shoes.
Yoink.
Yeah, you can stop and grab
Oh,
them
good.
on
I
the way.
didn't have to tell you.
Yeah, you can grab them on the way. They're loose. You take a second, like rip them off of the body and hurry along. You can add them to your stuff, so you can start putting in more memories there.
All right.
Fucking Heelys.
Healy
Kayla
combat boots.
Fucking
Just
Healy
fucking-
combat boots. That's right.
She
Does
looks
he
at
get, like,
you.
extra? Does he get like extra speed boost or something now?
I really should.
I mean, yeah, they might be useful on like inclines and stuff.
Oh
I
no,
mean,
man, they'd be set for
listen.
difficult
Imagine we
terrain.
bring down here on the hill on those.
The problem with
Listen. This just means that Naela's gonna jump on your back, ready her spirit, be like, all right, let's go.
Let's go.
There you go. Yeah. Like on a floor like this, it'd be kind of perfect because it's a long, flat surface. So it'd probably be pretty useful. But the problem is, like, if you got in like a cramped corridor where you constantly have to climb over stuff, it probably wouldn't really help you that much.
Yeah, wait until I put points for memory into parkour.
Yeah, there you go. He's gonna be doing parkour with a guitar and combat boot Heelys. It's a really cool. It's a really cool image.
Healy
yeah.
core.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Well, you guys successfully avoid the fight here, I think. You make it out of the facility. You make it back to the entrance. And you got the Asapu with you. What are you guys doing? You can take them all back to Point Mariya? Is that the plan?
Don't
Fuck,
know if
I
it
didn't
is.
get that far.
Well, I mean, they were working with the outside farms, so we'd take them back to that one farm. I can't remember the lady's name. What was the
And
lady's name?
hope they're not all dead.
I think it was it Dina?
Dina, that's right.
But
Yeah,
weren't we gonna
Dina.
take the farm people with us when we left?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the thing.
Well, the farm is on the way, so dropping them off there instead of having to run them all the way
Taking
back
the
to Point
farm
Mariya
people
and
with
back.
us.
Yeah, but we still need to get the people and the supplies back from Point Mariya. And the farm over here is on the way out. So leaving them here would save us time in the long run.
What happens when the food runs out?
I mean, cannibalism? Probably.
No.
Down.
No.
I'm down.
Tasty, tasty long port.
No.
So the plan was to get everyone, like the farmers and everyone, out of Point Mariya, right? Like
Right.
so.
So running an extra group back seems counterproductive.
Yeah, so you're gonna leave them at the farm, and then they're gonna all meet you at Point Mariya. Is that the idea?
No. We're gonna meet at the farm because the farm's on the way to Nataku, right?
No.
No.
Is it in the opposite direction?
Not really. I mean, the farm's kind of really close to where you guys are at. Here, let's take a look at the world map, actually. Let's take a look at that again. Well, at least the Umbra map, I should say, not the whole world.
I mean, if we could convince them to help move stuff, that would be useful.
We were essentially gonna like try to like take all
We're gonna
of
like
our
empty
allies
the
with
area,
us
yeah.
to Nataku.
Yeah.
Okay.
So here's Nataku, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Where
let's
is Point Mariya?
Yeah.
We're down here.
No, that's not Point Mariya, actually. That's
No,
Myrna.
mine, right? Sorry.
I think this is where you
There.
guys started, and this is Point Mariya. I think that's how he did it. And then like the farms, if I recall, were like somewhere out in this area. I believe that's what we did. So like this is where you guys started the game with
Right.
with Naela and Ernest in their place. You guys went into the like dark, right? I think you met Udaya and Shalim, yeah, here.
Yeah.
And then Point Mariya was like here, if I recall. I think that's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the farms were basically out here somewhere. Like you.
So it's counterproductive to take them back that way. So we
Yeah.
would be better off bringing them to Point Mariya. Okay. Okay.
There was-
Makes sense.
Yeah, there was that first farm with all the dead folks that was like halfway to the second farm, which is where Dina is and Zaya's from. And so you'd like have to head back toward. You mean if you're going towards Nataku, you're going to pass through Point Mariya. Basically, is kind of what I'm saying.
We should probably notify them that we're bringing the Asapu, so that way they don't try to shoot at us when we have a whole bunch of Asapu with us.
Well, we could have Waywatcher paid Shalim.
Can he do that?
Well, he was supposed to initially be communicating back with the people at Point Mariya, so I believe so.
Yeah, like once you guys get out of the facility and the signal's not like jammed by the shell of the place, yeah, Waywatcher can probably send a message ahead for you.
Okay.
We'll ask him once we get it.
I would assume like Shalim probably has a communication device of some kind, and he probably would have given you like its coordinates or like how you like its frequency or whatever. That's definitely something he would likely provide for you. So yeah, you can do that. And Waywatcher will send ahead a message saying, "Hey, what is?" You guys could like record yourself talking actually and send that if you wanted to do that.
Probably a better idea.
Yeah.
And so yeah, Waywatcher's like,
Begin recording now.
Salim, we're bringing back the Asapu people with us. Do not engage. They are not coming to harm us. They are here to help.
yeah. And Waywatcher says,
Message being sent. Message received.
do you wait for a response?
Well, I'd say we should start heading back to the base and wait for the response on the way there.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Cassidy would definitely ask Waywatcher how many people can be authorized with it.
As many people as required.
She would definitely make Zack, Dank, and Naela also authorized people with it then.
Added users Zack, Dank, and Naela to database.
She would make sure to thank it and pat it on what she assumes is the head before picking it up and following along.
All right.
Him's a happy robot boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to
Slaps on his
walk.
boots as quick as possible.
yeah. You get your boots on. You got your robot friend. I think at some point you get an affirmative message from Shalim. Saying good, glad everything went okay. Feel free to get them back here. Maybe we can figure out a way to help everyone. And so he does probably say there is something we need to talk about when it comes to fleeing to Nataku. I'll speak to you about it when you get here.
Foreshadowing.
Oh God.
Okay. So basically, you guys are just gonna head back to Point Mariya, and like everyone's already gotten the message. Start packing their things, basically, right?
Right.
Okay.
Naela would probably also kind of communicate to the Asapu, kind of like, almost like a happy sense of communication, like when we're coming up. So, like, don't be afraid, like, all happy smiles and things like that.
Yeah, they seem confused, right? Because they're used to having to sneak up to places like this to steal food and stuff. So you're telling them not to sneak and to just like approach out the open. That seems a little odd to some of them, so they probably click back and forth at each other. Some of them are still a little cautious, but they kind of get the general idea. I think on the way back, you probably would be picking up, or maybe not picking up, but like also grabbing Dina and her kids and stuff to bring back to Point Mariya. So they would arrive with you. And yeah, I think you guys can show up to Point Mariya. The thing is, like, what are you gonna do with the Asapu once you get there? Like, are you just gonna like, you know, nobody attacks you when you arrive. I mean, there's a couple people on guard, maybe like Uday or somebody, but they lower their gun, give you a strange look when they see these creatures with you. Most of them don't really have any clothes on. If they do, they're very like torn and rags at this point. So you probably get some strange looks from the guards, but yeah, they obey and don't like fire on you or anything. But you got a dozen of these like wild animals essentially. So do you just like turn them loose in the settlement, or you just like try to keep them with you at all times? It'd be kind of hard to manage the whole group. What's the plan here?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I think Naela might be able to communicate with Zaya a little bit to like give them general ideas, like stay near, don't maybe don't touch anything. Maybe we'll get you some food to keep you busy, or like you can do some stuff like that. Get general ideas across to them. They can communicate and stuff a little bit.
Um, I don't know if they'd be able to help pack up personally.
I would say it would require a roll. You'd certainly have to give them like some kind of a reward for helping. Let me get rid of this extra row, but like you'd have to give them like food or something to get them to help pack certain things up for people, and you might have to like keep your eyes on them while they're doing it, because the people that they would be packing stuff up for may not be as good at handling them as you are. So there could be like errors in communication that could happen. That kind of thing, but I would say it would be like a animal handling -1 or something. You can make the roll if you want. Let's see if you can get them to help people pack up.
Let me just re-pull up my sheet real quick.
Sure.
Oh shit, we are re-rolling that.
Okay.
Let me redo things.
What's with all the ones tonight?
I know. Lots of ones.
See, that's why I didn't take the chance and just made a memory.
I know, but I don't have enough memory points for that.
See, this is why being a Bright Towner kicks ass. Because, oh yeah, I'm
There we
supposed to
go.
actually find out what my next beacon's going to be now that I found my current one.
All right, that is a success. So yeah, you're able to like maybe you've sort of like established a little bit of a bond with Zaya. Maybe you can convince her to keep an eye on them, and to alert you. Basically, come get me if something bad happens. Basically,
Yeah, yeah, come get me if there's questions or something.
yeah. And yeah. So like, uh, yeah, they find somebody who's like loading a lot of things up on like a cart or something, and they Zai is able to get them to sort of start helping. It's not like they're super great at it. They're strong, so they're able to lift heavy things, but they're not exactly sure what to do. So like Zaya's like points at a thing and points at the cart, and they're able to like put it on the cart, but then the person has to come and like straighten it up so they can fit more stuff on there. But it does help between like with
Yeah,
12.
they're
Almost
moving
like
the heavy
count.
things.
Yeah, with 12 of them doing that, that's a lot of extra work being done for sure.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
So are they almost like Kronk from Emperor's New Groove? They just
Uh,
can't talk.
Yeah, I'm not
Squeak, squeaker, squeak, squeaking.
Oh my god.
Yeah, sure. So what are you guys doing next while you're here? Do you want to go meet with Shalim?
Yeah, we have that conversation that sounds super ominous.
Yeah, sounds kind of concerning.
Sure.
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah, I think, yeah. All right.
Cassidy's toting her Way Watcher.
All right. Yeah, so I
She's
think
setting him like a Bond villain.
here I'll put the Way Watcher guy by you. And here, let me bring like that. Yeah, you're able to like locate Shalim. Like he's not at his like dwelling, but you ask maybe Udaya, who is guarding the sort of like entrance where he is, and she like mentions he's on patrol. He's probably somewhere around this area, and you run into him in like a walk through breezeway area, like almost like an alley or something like that. Or you could always like reach out to him on communication device and like track him down that way. Either way.
Nah, Dank just Heelys up onto him.
yeah. You see you wheel up to him. Yeah, he like responds, waves you down. Yeah, he's got his mask or whatever on. And he says, "Glad you made it back. Seems we've got some new friends." And we see him like peek around you, like off in the distance. There's that cart being loaded. He just kind of like stares at it and tilts his head for a moment.
Never hurts to have extra hands.
And he says, "Huh. Shadow of the Sorrows, not such a monster after all, huh?"
No.
Well, I mean, they were pretty well venerated in that one play.
Yeah, he nods.
They're good people.
They were people at one point.
Yeah, he
They
nods.
technically still are.
He says, well, from what I understand, they're more adapted to this place than we are. And the people of Nataku, they like to sort of work hand in hand with the creatures here. So this is good. Maybe this would help us win them over. But that's sort of what I wanted to talk to you about. How do we plan on getting by the outpost? Because the thing is, the Arku aren't going to take kindly to all of their farmers leaving this place, going to someone else's territory. It could spark a conflict with the Umbra.
Well, I mean, there was that Enki kill squad that just straight up murdered an entire settlement. We could use that as sort of a counter argument as to why we moved. I know the Arku are kind of buddy-buddy with the Enki, but they wouldn't be so buddy-buddy if it started hitting their bottom line.
Yeah, we were supposed to go.
We did. We brought the corpses back. We just haven't like dispersed them all over the place.
We could use that along with their killer shadow story they've been spreaded around.
Yeah. So I mean, this area is no longer habitable due to constant threat of what if they send more kill squads? What if the shadows just start picking off people one by one like they've been doing? It is no longer a safe place to continue farming. And to be honest, there wasn't really that much arable farmland here in the first place.
Something tells me they won't simply cut their losses. The Enki are generally understood to do what they must as far as violence goes. Maybe...
So they're willing to accept the loss of an entire settlement because the Enki decided to just kill them all?
Well, they would likely expect that they did it for a good reason.
So the ends justify the means.
Well, at least from what we can tell, the shadow isn't supposed to be an inky creature.
Not.
Well, if they're not going to deal with the whole Enki issue, and, you know, it's not like they're sending people out here to deal with problems the community's facing. We're woefully under-equipped for that kind of threat.
He nods towards the Asapu and he says, "We have somewhat of a small army now, don't we?"
True, but I mean, the Enki have way more numbers and resources than we do. And do you think they're really just going to stop?
No, the Enki don't stop. He looks towards Naela when he says that.
So they're kind of caught between a rock and a hard place here. Do we have anybody in Nataku who would grant us asylum?
There are connections in Nataku. People who keep things in the dark. Perhaps they can give us shelter, refuge. If we can make it there.
Oh, let's get to doing that.
But it's the getting everybody else there.
If we move in a large enough group, it doesn't matter what we really come up against. Because I don't think they're going to send a whole, like, battalion. You know, they haven't even sent out, like, their scouts yet in response to what we've done.
Well, we
That
don't know
you
how
know
far
of.
away they are.
We haven't encountered them, I should say.
Yeah. We don't know how fast they're moving. They could be already on their way for all we know.
The longer
We
we
don't know
stay
how-
here,
Point A to point B.
the longer we stay here, the more in danger we and all of these people are going to be. Something needs to be done now.
If we move on the outpost, with this many people, they'll likely let us through. They maybe have a couple dozen at most, and usually they're understaffed.
Mm-hmm.
They'll certainly not be very happy with me, but likely will let us through. The problem is, it could provoke a war with the Arku and Nataku. See, Nataku owns the flooded countries, but the Arku own the Sorrows. And war is what, well, Nataku at least has been trying to avoid. If there's a way to sneak us through, that would perhaps work better. Or convince them that there's some kind of threat it means we can't stay. But
Would they provide us somewhere else to go?
Hey,
Yeah.
Waywalker. How far does your cloaking go?
Waywatcher's cloaking technology affects an area of 200 square feet.
Is that big enough
What's
for
the
our group?
maximum?
That is the maximum.
That's the maximum, yeah.
Cassidy, ask the maximum amount of people that can be cloaked at the same time.
You're
I think it's
also
probably
a
everybody
you
in
can
that
ask as
area.
well.
Yeah. Basically, there's no limit on the number of people. The way it works is it's affecting tech in an area or like radius around it.
Okay.
So an unlimited number of people as long as they're like nearby. So that would help you there. The issue is that like the outpost is sort of like a checkpoint, so you're kind of forced to go through it, right? Like to get to Nataku, unless you were to like try to find like a hidden way around the outpost, maybe through like another service duct or something like that. You might have some trouble getting the majority of the supplies through that. Like if you've got these big carts and the leapers, for example, if you're having to crawl through air ducts, you're probably going to have to leave some of that stuff behind if you decide to do that.
But if you have a smaller group of people that they're more willing to let through, taking that,
Yeah, you
they
can.
probably wouldn't balk at that, making that look like, oh, I'm just taking this through to Nataku for...
Right. So we get a group of people carrying all the belongings to go one route, and then we sneak through a different route.
Mm-hmm. Make it look like, oh, a friend's moving or something, I'm just helping them shift this through.
Okay. Alright.
But the person who is able to, do a lot more of the talky stuff should probably go with the people who are taking the wagons and such is the problem.
Probably.
And we don't want to split the party.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, Shalim's good at, like, politics.
Yeah, Shalim says, look, I have some pull with the RQ. I might be able to convince the people at the outpost to let our stragglers through, that we're making a trade run or something. If they inspect the cargo, they may see that some of their payment is in that cargo. Either way, afterwards, once inspection is done, we don't return to Point Mariya. We don't come back through the checkpoint. They're going to know that something is up. They'll likely investigate.
Well, that's why after you get the people through, you bring the empty carts in that group back, and then sneak through the secret passage that we end up finding.
And simply leave the carts.
Right.
And then when they investigate Point Mariya and find it abandoned, they chalk it up to
The Shadow of the Sorrows, or,
the Shadow or some other
Bodies.
unknown threat.
Yeah, that's why we're going to leave the bodies all over the place.
I think we should keep quiet about the Enki then.
Sounds like a plan.
Enki
I mean,
means...
the people who knew about the Enki are dead, unfortunately. So...
Well, besides us.
Enki involvement typically means one of two things. Vagabonds or powerful tech. And if the RQ at the outpost know they were involved, they'll think either we are vagabonds or have some with us, or we have some tech that belongs to someone else. Someone allied to them. So let's... hopefully they
Either
haven't
way, it can
communicated
put
with
us in
the RQ
danger.
yet. There's one thing we can rely on, is the Enki trying to keep things hidden. So maybe they haven't told them, and we'll be lucky.
Right.
They wouldn't want to admit that a bunch of farmers broke into one of their bases anyway.
Yeah, he nods. Okay. All right, so I will go with the group to get them through with the supplies. Maybe you all try to find passage around. And perhaps take the Sapu with you.
Of course, they're great at sneaking.
They might actually know a way already if we ask.
Right.
If we can figure out a way to ask them.
Yeah, he nods. Maybe. I just don't think they would give the best impression. Now, the other option would be we preemptively attack the outpost. I don't think that's the greatest idea.
That would be a last resort.
Let's avoid fighting as much as possible, because honestly, we're either going to have to deal with the Arku or the Enki at some point.
Sorry, Dank. I know you're itching for one.
I don't pick battles that I can't win.
All right. So, I think it's worth a shot. It's a long trip, but there's other farm stations along the way that belong to the clan heads we lost. We'll have places to stay, and it should mostly be clear of threats between here and the outpost.
Sounds like we've got an actionable plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, he nods. All right, let's finish gathering our things, and we'll head out as soon as we're ready. You see him walk off towards where you met Udaya earlier. Probably to brief her on the situation. So the plan is, everyone but you guys in the Asapu is just like, hey, we're just taking this delivery to Nataku. Please don't check out the cargo. And they let them through. Like, it's a bunch of people, not just traders. But he's gonna try to use his credentials to like say, hey, this is the thing we need to do. And if they ask too many questions, he's gonna be like, look, we got attacked by the Shadow of the Sorrows. We need to fall back for the time being. And the rest of you guys are gonna just like sneak around, trying to find a vent. Okay.
Yeah, which Naela is gonna try to ask Zaya if she knows a secret passageway there, because she doesn't know how far Zaya's actually traveled, or the creature that is attached to Zaya, if that makes sense.
Okay. Okay. So as you see Shalim walking towards Udaya, there is a explosion sound in the distance.
Oh shit!
I thought I had one, but I don't think I have a sounder for an explosion. Maybe I don't. Here we go. The ground sort of rumbles a little bit. Shalim turns to look toward you all when there's a loud crack and the sound of air like tearing. This. Let's see here.
Reroll the.
You want me to re-roll that 1-4?
Yeah.
All right.
Scared.
You don't know what I'm rolling for, but okay. Yeah, probably a good decision. Spend the influence point. I rolled another 4.
Did somebody else do it?
I got this.
All right. You want me to re-roll the 4 again? All right.
Yes.
Okay, so that makes it a 14, which is the roll for someone shooting Shalim. The 8 is his roll against being shot. He fails and is shot.
I
Here's
would like to spend an influence point to make him reroll the ones.
all right.
Come on, Shalim!
He rolls a 1 and a 2, so that makes his roll a 9 versus the 14. He's still
And re-roll the 1 again.
All right.
Well, do you really want to? He's not going to make it up to 14.
Well, if I can get a 4 out of that 1,
He rolled
and
a
then get a 2,
that makes it a
shit.
10. 10 versus 14.
He'll only go down
Alright,
1 step.
so-
then.
No, that's not how it works with guns. With guns, when you are hit, I roll a d4 to see how many steps you go down. He could die.
Yeah, remember? He could die immediately.
Yeah, he
Okay,
could. He
I'll
could die.
save.
Okay, go.
Yeah.
You want me to
Roll it.
roll the damage? All right.
Yep, roll it.
He goes down
Okay.
3. 3 is a kill shot. By the
Yeah.
way. 3 and a 4. 3 and a 4.
Influence point, you reroll.
All right.
Wait. I thought that a 3 would just take him down to.
It takes him down to dead. Yep. 3 and 4 is kill.
Yeah, because you go to beaten would be 1, wounded would be 2, 3 and 4 both are dead.
You rerolled
Okay.
it, sir. I have spent an influence point.
All right, here's the reroll. 4. It's extra
Oh,
dead.
hell no! I'm spending another one.
All right, I'll spend another influence point. This is a 3 again. They really want. They really want to kill.
One more
him.
time.
One more time. All right. All right. Here's another reroll. That is a 4 again.
Oh my god, another one.
All right.
I don't want him to die.
All right. Here's another one. That's a 1. Okay. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So here's what happens. You see like a coil of like electrical energy shoot out from like the end of the alleyway that he's like walking towards. It strikes off his visor and ricochets and hits the wall. And there's a loud crack when it hits the wall. Immediately, you can all like smell ozone. You can see the guy at the end of the like alleyway that just shot him. Looks like this.
Is it Silas? Is it?
Is not necessarily Silas. You can't see his face. He's wearing thick armor. He's got like some like leathers draped over it, and he's holding what looks to be like some kind of energy weapon. His face is like some kind of a mask or perhaps robot. It's hard to tell. It's
Dibs on the gun. Let's gank this asshole.
covered with a hood. At the same time, other stuff is going to happen here too. Because they got the drop on you. They got the drop on you guys. They watched the whole conversation, and they got the drop on you guys. So he shoots. He shoots Shalim.
Come at me, bitch!
and-
Come at me!
We all just wasted our influence points trying to save Shalim.
All right.
I did not
Yeah,
waste
okay.
all of mine.
I'm gonna roll a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to see who this person goes after.
Help me! I dare you! Is what she's probably like.
That's Dank. Okay, so here's what happens, Dank. The air near you shimmers, like kind of like, you ever seen Predator?
Yeah.
The original Predator? Yeah, so like
Mhm.
some kind of cloaking thing, right? Like nearby, like out of the shadow of the alleyway, as something comes rushing towards you. They appear really close to you. It's a feminine figure. Looks like
Oh god.
this. Carrying a sword. And
Oh, you're fucked.
she swings the sword at you. Actually, I think she doesn't swing the sword at you. I think she holds it. Like, she appears and she holds the sword to your like sternum or neck, or like basically like, you move, I'm gonna stab you, kind of thing is what she's doing. The other person.
Oh, is this one-on-one combat? I'm ready.
This is not
I'm
going to end well
ready.
for this chick.
The other person shoots at Zack.
Oh,
yeah.
damn it.
Um,
Get him, Zack.
So here's this person. So this person draws something from their hip. They draw with the one free hand you see there. They reach down towards their hip. They draw a weapon and they fire it at Zack.
Did they shoot for the pinky?
Bye, Zach. It was nice knowing you.
This is also
Favorite
this
ass.
is also like an energy projectile. So like again, the air tears and rips. The smell of ozone as this projectile fires towards Zack.
Can I spend an influence point to make his weapon malfunction?
There you go.
Is that a thing?
Yeah,
I could
we
do?
forget. Yeah, we always forget we can change the scene.
I mean, I think it's minor details though. Like weapon malfunction seems like
True.
pretty strong. Let me see. Let's take a look.
What if
Or
I
even better, like
summoned?
water drips from above into their freaking eyes or something and makes them miss.
I'll give him like a
hood?
minus to the roll. Sure, I'll allow you to like use that to give him like a minus dice to the roll, as like something like drips down from above and like lands on his visor right as he goes to shoot at you.
Sludge, not
Sure.
water, sludge.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Ew.
And it like partly distracts him and gives him a -1 die to the roll. I can do that. I can deal with that. So here's the roll against you, Zack. 13.
Reroll both of those 4s, please.
Did you get armor?
I did.
Spend an influence to re-roll the 4s. That makes it a 3 and a 2, so that brings it down by 3 to 10.
You could beat a 10.
Yeah, I definitely beat a 10. Shit, wait, fuck. Here we go.
Let's get some fight music going here. Let's get some. It's an 11.
Plus I got the +2 chest plate.
All right, so it'd be a 13 then. All right, so yeah, it goes to shoot you with the energy. It's up to you. It either ricochets off the armor or just like you're able to move out of the way, whichever.
I'll ricochet off the armor.
All right. The person who just shot at you says,
"Non-lethal deployed. That's a mess."
All right, that was the surprise round. So, what do you guys want to do here?
I'm gonna disarm this person and stab them with their own weapon.
Okay, so you're making a contested roll against them to try to like to get their weapon away, beat them in
That's right.
hand to hand. All right. She's really good with hand to hand combat.
So am I.
All right, contested checks here. As she's like,
"I warned you."
And she tries to swing the sword at you. So you rolled a 15. All right. She rolls a 14. So you
give me
beat
that
her.
knife.
She would go down a body step. At the very least. Like, I don't know if you're able to get a hold of the weapon, but you definitely like are able to like land some blows on her. You're struggling for the weapon, and you hit her a couple times, and the weapon's starting to come loose. She grunts in frustration, and she's trying to like swing it around to stab it back at you. You're definitely able to like land some damage on her. She grunts in pain.
Spend an influence point to make her drop the knife as I hit her with a crosscut right in the jaw.
Yeah, sure. She drops the knife. It lands on the ground, like metal sound as it skitters across the floor. That's her and your turn taken up there. What are the rest of you doing?
How many throwing knives do you think I could lob in a turn?
Probably one.
Okay. After setting Way Watcher down?
Yeah.
Because I have been carrying him around.
You can set him down for like a free action if you want.
Okay. I'm gonna set him down between my legs. Because
Okay.
I want to try to be able to protect him. And then I'm gonna throw the one at the one that shot.
Zack?
No.
Shalim? This
Yeah.
guy?
Yeah.
Wow, you just straight said, "Fuck you, Zack.
All right.
Deal with this."
He's the
Zack
farthest.
didn't get hurt.
He's the farthest, so it's gonna be the hardest throw to throw it at this guy.
Yeah.
So what's your plus to throw in knives?
I didn't get one.
Memory points.
It's time to create a memory if you got the points. Yeah. Okay. It'd be like, I would say throwing weapons.
Okay.
I want to say it seems like a decent skill. Yeah. So, okay. I'm trying to figure how we would settle the roll, because I think it's still supposed to be like a contested roll.
I also have hand to hand if that helps any. I don't think so, but.
No, because it's such a far distance. I don't think hand to hand would apply. All right. I'll tell you what. Create the memory. Let me look at the book here and see what the book would say about this. Pretty sure throwing weapons are still treated like melee weapons. But if it's a success, that's the thing. How much damage does it do? I guess. Let's take a look at the violence stuff here.
Be really hard to just flat out kill somebody with one thrown projectile.
Yeah.
I would think. Torns. It is still technically a ranged attack, I think. Yeah, when you chuck something or shoot someone. Determine if you hit the target.
Nice.
I mean, if I hit it in the right spot, I could kill him.
So can you do that with memories? Like when you create a memory?
Yes, but you'd have to create a level 3 memory, I believe.
Sounds right. Let's see.
I mean, I technically could. I have enough points. I just wouldn't really want to.
Mind, I think is the section it's in, if I can find that. And it would be way down in the book here. Wait, that's it right there. Okay. Okay, PDF, please load so I can see. Okay. States, no, that's not it. Results of the combat roll. Modifiers. Body, no. Looking for the creating a memory stuff. Oh my god. There's so many instances of that word. Feel free to check through the PDF with me, guys, and help me out here. You can create a memory on a combat roll, right? Like you can. That's a thing you can do.
Yeah.
See why
Which makes it automatically a
Considering
success.
everything else.
Yeah.
That's all I really want to find. Okay. Then, okay, you can create the memory. It's automatically a success. Roll me a d4 for damage. I think that's how it works. Like, I don't think you have... Maybe you don't... Okay. 4. All right. So you throw the knife at the guy who just shot Shalim, and it it goes straight through his visor in the head, and he just goes limp and hits the ground like a sack of potatoes.
The other two grunt in frustration. The one who just shot at Zack hits a button on the side of his gun, and there's like a whistling sound. All right, I would say that's your turn. Good turn, Cassidy. What did you just give yourself a +1 on the memory?
Yeah.
Okay. So Dank's already had a turn. Cassie's had a turn. I think Naela, Zack, and Derrin can all go.
Yeah.
I don't think Zaya's here, or at least not close enough to do anything.
I can't
I
really do
will-
much, so I'm gonna hold my action till later. Maybe try and just help. some
Use a
people out with
free
their
action.
stuff.
Talk shit.
Yeah, you can talk shit. as a
And
free
get
action.
himself shot? The hell? Uh.
Worth it. Demoralize them, man. We just
How-
took down one of theirs.
True.
To be
So-
fair, they were. Well, we didn't know they were aggressive. They were acting pretty aggressive.
Yeah.
Well, they did say non-lethal.
Yeah, the one who shot Zack did. The guy who shot Shalim did not say that. He was probably gonna kill Shalim. Like,
Yeah.
I.
To be fair, this
I'm
was all
gonna-
probably happening like at the exact same time, so it probably didn't register to the rest of us non-lethal.
Yeah, I'll tell you right now. The
I-
round fired at Shalim was not non-lethal. It was full lethal. The round fired at Zack was non-lethal though.
Yeah, the next one will be. He pressed the thing on his
Yeah,
gun.
yeah.
How far is this fucker that shot me?
I mean, it's negotiable. What are you thinking? Like, I'm
just split the captain's head open.
Yeah, I'm thinking the guy that fired at you, like, probably was ducked behind something in the alley, but nearby, like, within 25 feet. I would say probably.
Thinking about using my revelation.
Okay. What's your revelation, bud?
Revelation of the killer.
All right. What does it do?
Where I could just go up and touch him. I have to
That
make
was
a
the one I
brutal
was
roll.
thinking about getting.
Oh, dude, it's so brutal.
It is.
The Vagabond can, when touching a human target, make a special roll with the number of dice determined on how many memory points they spent. If the roll is successful, the target suffers a fatal heart attack as they relive, in the blink of an eye, entire cycles of their past lives within their mind's eye.
Okay.
The more memory points spent, the more memories are crammed in this deadly instant.
Can you copy and paste it for us in the Roll20 chat?
It's in table talking.
Oh.
Yes.
Let me look at. I'm looking at table talking. I don't see anything.
It should be nice.
It's further up.
It's
Oh, okay. It's from-
Xanadu 1.
Oh, okay. Vagabond can't when touching a human.
Also, since it's an active, yeah, you do have to pay, I believe, 2 memory points, like, to activate it.
I think it might be 3. Might be 3.
I can't remember exactly. Yeah.
There's a handout in the Roll20 for Revelations, how they work, I think, that talks about that.
Ah, yes.
Revelations, how they work.
Purchase a revelation. Active. There's passive and active. Passive revelations have a permanent effect that triggers when the revelation's purchased. Active revelations only make an appearance.
Yep, 3 influence. Oh, influence points. Okay.
3 influence points to use them. That's correct. Yeah.
Well, what do you know? I have more than 3 influence points.
All right.
Good.
So I would say, yeah, you're close enough to run up.
I could just run up and boom him on the nose.
Touch the guy.
You're gonna word it. You just boop.
His note.
I think it would be like a contested check to touch him, but you're gonna have a huge bonus because you're not trying to like punch him or damage him. All you need to do is lay a hand on him. So
yeah.
Do you have anything that helps you with hand to hand at all?
I have response to violence and risky business, whatever the fuck that means. I think that was my first skill.
Yeah. I think risky business. Either one of those could apply, which will give you 44. I'm gonna give you an extra 2 dice because all you gotta do is touch him, and I'm gonna give this guy like a minus 2 dice, I think.
So what is this, contested?
It'd be contested, but you have 6 dice.
Oh.
You have advantage on pimping, Unrooted says. You have advantage on pimping, just by the way. Thanks, Unrooted.
Plus 6.
So
Yes, Dank.
he's only gonna have 3d4 to roll against you. He rolled all ones. He critically fails.
Can I still roll
Does
just
that mean
to
you have to
satisfy
roll?
myself?
Yeah, you can still roll just to satisfy yourself.
All right.
Oh my god!
All right. So now you got to make a special roll. Is that how this works? Okay.
And I'm gonna put
just has to be a success, I guess.
3 influence points, and I'm gonna put in 3 memory points.
Okay.
What you get for shooting me?
What does that do?
Makes him experience more memories before he dies.
Okay, special roll with the number of dice determined by how many memory points spent. Okay, gives you extra dice to roll. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, gives him 3 dice to roll.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. And if the roll's successful, okay. So you just have to get a 4 in there.
Can't re-roll it though, man.
Ooh, do I want to play this safely and put another memory point? Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
As the guy like tries to pull up his gun to respond to you, as you run up to him quickly. Oh, there's no 4s in there. Yeah, you reach out to grab hold of him, and he's like, "What the?" And you grab hold of him, and then nothing happens. And he reaches for his gun. He's gonna try
Now
to
gaze lovingly into his eyes.
Yeah. He goes to try. He goes to try
kissed
to.
him passionately on
You
the
like,
lips.
what are you doing?
Yeah, I don't think you kiss him, unfortunately.
Do it.
But
Do
yeah,
it.
there
Kiss
is
the
this-
visor.
There is this sort of moment where he's like, "What are you doing?" kind of thing. Where he's like, "What the?" And because you don't have a weapon, I guess you don't. Yeah.
I have an axe.
Okay.
So this is like a tomahawk.
So he's like reaching for his gun. He's gonna try to shoot you on his next turn, but he's gonna have a penalty because you're right up on him.
It will
Freak him out,
follow
though,
him,
like-
too. Like, what are you doing?
Inappropriately grope this man.
All right. So Cassidy's gone, Zack's gone, Dank's gone, Derrin's gone. Naela, what do you want to do?
I haven't actually done anything.
Yeah, you said you didn't want to do anything, right?
No, I said I was going to hold it for now and
Oh, okay.
see towards the end of the round.
Oh, okay. That's fair. All right.
Okay, so we have the guy who everybody's up on everybody, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
Kind of. Yeah. Like Dank's in a fight with like an elite-looking sword woman.
Who is now disarmed.
Yeah. Zack's in a fight with this guy who's struggling with a firearm.
I'm
With a death
Right.
spitter, I guess.
Well,
Uncomfortably
Zack's about to get shot.
We don't know that.
So Naela's gonna go put the guy who's on Zack.
All right. You gonna take a swing with a spear, or like what are you going at him with?
I'm gonna use the death spitter.
All right. You got shooty skills?
Yeah, I do, and I have survival. So what's good?
All right. Make that roll. It'll be a contested check. I'm gonna give him a minus die because Zack's kind of distracting him. He's in melee. But if you like critically fail or something, you're gonna shoot Zack. So don't critically fail.
Don't do that.
Hey, word of advice: please don't critically fail.
Yeah, that'd be bad.
Here's his roll.
Promises, sir. Here's my roll.
All right. You roll a 15. You hit. Roll a d4 for damage. To fire your death spitter.
Fire your weapon.
It goes down 2 body steps to wounded.
I can finish him off.
All right. So yeah, you hit him somewhere vital, like in the neck or the torso, or somewhere important. And it's a deep wound, so deep that he's gonna have a penalty on physical rolls, and it's gonna it would take him some serious time to recover from the wound. But he is.
Naela has like She has like a feral look going on now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. And the guy that just got shot, he's like,
Ah, what the shit? Ah!
and then, okay. Derrin, what do you want to do?
Cool. Yeah, I'd like to kind of take a look at kind of what's going on and pretty much just kind of go. So, what exactly are you all here to do? And should you not just run away now that one of you is dead and one of you is seriously injured?
Save the interrogation after I beat the shit out of this chick.
You trying to convince them to leave? Is that-
Either leave or fucking drop their
Leave
weapons.
or die.
Yeah, okay.
It's
Pretty much what it is.
Make a roll. See how well you're.
Okay, fast talking.
Sure.
Savvy.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. They're gonna spend their next turn trying to get away from you guys.
You could try.
Uh,
I'm about to kiss this man on the lips. He ain't going anywhere, boy.
Got a purdy visor.
All
Boy,
right.
you got a purty mouth.
So, there's one dude dead on the ground. Shalim turns back, looks behind him to see you guys fighting these other two, and he's gonna draw and shoot at the one on Dank, I think. Let's see, Shalim, what can you do, bud?
Watch Dank be like, no, she's mine.
Pretty much, man. Like, if he kills this chick, I'm gonna be upset.
She rolled higher. Alright. She doesn't have a range.
Success.
She doesn't have a ranged weapon, so like I think he shoots at her and it just misses. I'm not gonna like give him damage because she can't like shoot back at him.
Right.
He's sort of at a distance.
Yeah, that and her weapons on the ground.
Yeah. I mean, she's really a proficient melee fighter. She doesn't really like.
Poor matchup for her.
Yeah. It's funny. I was actually, if I had done it like by choice instead of by rolling, I would have definitely put them on different people. But that's
Kind
the
of
dice.
curious to know who you would have put on who.
I was
You
gonna
would have
put-
went for the full lethal.
I'll tell you now. I was gonna put the girl on Naela, and
Ah, come at me, bitch.
yeah, that's what I would have done. And the shooty shoots would have been on Dank, for sure. Okay.
Cassidy had capped one first.
So, on the next turn, the one who dropped her sword turns to run. She makes it probably a few feet, so, like we'll say to the end of the alley. Yeah, you're gonna.
She's within my melee range.
Yeah,
There's
you're gonna-
no way she's getting
no.
away.
You're gonna have a chance. You want to take a swing at her before she, like, on the
I'm
way?
gonna fucking tackle her. I've got Heelys. This is a flat level floor. She's not going anywhere.
It's a contested
Like-
roll.
Where you
Like,
think you're going?
You're gonna hand to hand her.
All right.
So yeah, contested roll. I mean, you can do that.
I'm gonna re-roll
thir-
that. That was kind of shit.
13. All right, spend the influence point and
For
re-roll.
death. Dank is out for death.
That's a bit better.
All right,
Dank ain't
16
the only one.
versus 12. You succeed. You knock her down another body step to wounded.
Just like hit her with a running tackle.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys are struggling on the ground now. She made it a few feet, but you still, you tackle her to the ground, and she grunts in pain. She's now wounded, so she'll have a minus on physical checks. All right. The other one's gonna run to the end of the alleyway. Are you gonna try to attack him immediately, Zack?
Yeah, yes, I would.
All right. Well, he's gonna turn and fire at you as you come at him.
Try to shoot me, the fuck.
Physical
Sweep
checks.
the leg.
He's got a minus to physical checks. I don't think shooting would apply to that.
Wait, but
Um,
wouldn't he have to do a check to try to get away from Zack since Zack grabbed him?
Yeah, I suppose, yeah, be contested. Yeah, sure, okay, I'll give him the -1. Okay. And I'll so he's -1 for because Zack's coming at him like hand to hand. So we have a -1 for that because he's wounded. We'll have another -1 because he's trying to shoot Zack in close up because Zack is like right on him as he takes off. Okay, so that leaves him with 4d4. What's your roll, Zack? Rolls a 14.
Reroll all those 4s. I'm using my last influence point.
All right. So that brings it to another 3 4s. So he has a
Again.
He has a 14. All right. So he brings it down 3 to an 11.
Oh, no, wait. I don't think that was right.
You rolled. Did you have 6?
No, that was right.
Did you have 6d4?
I have.
That's 6. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Did you have 6?
I have risky business, adrenaline rush, and response to violence. So I added +3.
Response to violence is really more for like when you see a mutilated body kind of thing.
Even if you take off the last one, that's still a 16.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Okay, fair enough. And they're already wounded, so you're able to finish them off. Okay. Here's the thing. Dank has attacked someone twice so far, right? So that means everybody needs to make checks for that. Am I correct about that? Can you read that?
That's right.
Yeah.
Can you read that to us, Dank? Is it just the 3d4 stress check? What is it exactly?
It's a 3d4 stress check.
All right, so here's the stress check
So-
for everyone. You gotta do it twice, so here's the first stress check.
What role is that, though?
That's on response to violence.
It is response to violence, yeah.
I meant normal, contested, or special.
Contested.
Oh, all we have to do is beat an 8.
All you gotta do is beat an 8, but you don't want to double it. If you double it, you become detached. So,
Yeah.
So don't get a 16.
That's a 5.
Don't do that either.
I'll take that. I can go down 1.
All right, you go down 1 mind step to stressed.
Yes.
Same with you, Zack.
And I'll do another.
Cassidy, you're fine. I'm gonna roll a second check, so that's.
Yeah.
Who else do I need here? Naela?
Hold on.
That is a 10, so you're fine. All right, here's the second check. A 9. So everybody do that one more time.
Okay, I beat that one.
Derrin, you're fine. Zack, you go down a second mind step. Is that right? That's your second one?
Shaken!
You're now shaken.
Not stirred.
Not stirred, correct.
I'm good.
And Cassidy is good. Let me see here. Shaken confers a 1 die penalty to all actions. Okay? While you're shaken.
Hold on. I might have a thing. Hold on. I gotta re-pull up Roll20 because it's being a butt. Give me a second.
Yeah, no
Would
problem.
any pluses apply to this?
Response
If you
to
have
violence.
response to violence.
Motherfucker.
Yeah.
Well, I strongly recommended everyone get.
I have it, I just forgot about it.
The thing with the response.
You can add it now.
The
if you want.
response to action types, you're only supposed to get a bonus from if you become detached, I think, or broken, but it's fine.
I got it because of my initial memories.
Yeah, okay, it's fine.
That's
I
what
got
you
it
gave it to me
specifically
for.
for Dank.
And you can get it if you create memories for it.
I think it says you can't create memories for it. The action type used is one of 3 predetermined action types, which can only be used as a result of being broken or detached. You cannot willfully write a memory with these action types. And those action types are response to violence, response to helplessness, and response to unknown. It's on page 109 of the book.
Okay, well then we've been doing that previously, so.
Yeah, I caught that between sessions, and I realized I was doing that wrong, so that's my bad.
You specific.
The ones you already
reallocate
have.
them?
Yeah, the ones you already have is fine. You don't have to dump the memories.
Okay.
If you already got it, you're fine. I'm not going to retcon you. But you can't.
Okay.
You just can't create new
Because I
ones.
have response to violence and response to helplessness, and they were from the initial 3 memories that I wrote.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. You can keep.
So,
Which I think those would be cool to be able to have from like your initial 3 memories.
Yeah.
Those would be like the cool way to be able to get them apart from being like broken some way.
Yeah. I agree with you. It does say like the narrator will decide which of these is the most fitting. Like, I mean, it kind of leaves it up to me to do. So
And
I
at the
think
end of
it's
the
fine.
day,
I
it's
think
like
it makes
D&D.
sense.
You're the DM. You can decide what they are
Sure.
best used for.
What were you wanting to do, Naela? You're trying to say something.
I had a question about the revelation of the giver, of how exactly that worked. Let me copy and paste and put it in table talking real quick.
Sure. I'll look at it in table talk.
So should I re-roll mine since I forgot to put response to violence?
If it would just give you an extra die, just roll an extra die.
Okay.
So, can you like thoroughly explain what this means so that way I make sure I'm following correctly with what it says?
Sure. Give me 1 second. I just want Zack to roll his extra die.
What's the command
you're
to
good.
re-roll?
/roll space 1d4. Just all we need is 1 dice. 3, so that puts you up to 9, which is a tie. So I think you're fine.
Would that be for the first one or the second one?
That was for the second. I guess you get it on both of them, don't you? So it would beat it on the first one if you want to make the roll for the second one now. That's fine. As long as you don't roll a 2 or lower, you're fine.
You underestimate my power. Shit.
So you go back up to stressed. You're still at stressed.
You underestimate my power.
That's a 50-50 shot. Okay, so Naela's revelation. The revelation can be activated to write a calming effect from your Vagabond's past. This remembrance is so strong that it can reach into the mind of others. By spending an influence point, Vagabonds that are near the invoker of this revelation can write it too. Once the memory is written, each character that wrote it makes a special roll of 3 dice and recovers 1 of their mind steps for each 4 rolled. Okay. So
does that mean I have to come up with a new memory, or do I base it off of one of the ones that I already have?
You come up with a new memory that's like a memory of being calmed, and of course all your memories are from the point of view of an animal. The remembrance that you get is so strong, so like the flashback is so strong that other people around you get the memory too, so they can all add the memory to their memories, their memory sheet. Yeah, you got to spend an influence point to do that. It would be an active revelation, so you have to spend 3 influence points to use it, I think. Once the memory is written, each character that wrote it makes a special roll of 3 dice, and they recover mind steps for each 4. So you can instantly basically, like, this would be like using your action. You can basically instantly heal mind steps, as opposed to like waiting for the end of the scene to heal them. Do you want to do that now?
Yeah.
Okay. I know Zack is missing a mind step. He's stressed. Is there anyone else that's missing a mind step right now? Wolfy, maybe? Derrin? Oh, he's got computer issues. I think Derrin had one too. But they would each get a special roll of 3 dice.
Derrin went down 1.
Yeah,
because he passed the second one.
Okay. So that's what Naela's doing on her turn. Naela, do you got an idea for what you want the memory to be?
I can't think of one right now. Do you have a good idea of one?
Yeah. Yeah. You're running through, like an alleyway. You're really small. You're only like a foot off the ground, is where your head is. Maybe less, maybe a few inches. And you feel yourself running along on all 4s. You're carrying something in your mouth. And you see a person, who turns around, You hear the sound of cooing coming out of your mouth, almost like a cat. Similar. And this person who's facing away from you hears the noise you make and turns. You see like a hooded figure who turns and looks down at you. Their eyes are sort of like glowing this sort of like yellow color. And the person calmly like reaches down, like strokes the side of your body, and then like puts their hand towards your mouth, and you drop what's in your mouth in their hand, and we see this small like green tiny creature. It looks sort of fish-like. Part of its skin is kind of transparent, and it's got these sort of like bulbous like reddish eyes, almost like the equivalent of like a small mouse or something. There's like a little light on inside of it too. It's glowing slightly.
Like a weird kind of frog.
Yeah, and you drop that in the person's hand, and they like rub the side of you, and you hear yourself like cooing, and then they tap their shoulder, and you jump up and start climbing up their body, and you perch on their shoulder, and then like the two of you continue walking down the alley. You can word that however you like for your memory when you're writing it down.
Okay.
But basically, like, you're a cat running through an alley, you find your owner, and you brought them a present, essentially. Essentially is what's going on there. And they're happy, and they're petting you. They're happy to see you and stuff, and it's very calming. So, Derrin is back. So, Derrin and Zack, make sure you spend the influence points, Naela. Derrin and Zack, you can make a special roll with 3 dice, and however many 4s you get, you recover those mind steps.
Okay. None.
Alright.
Oh well, I only lost 1, so I'm okay.
Okay.
Same here.
That got one.
Dang.
Now,
It was just a total.
the good news is, like, both of you can still, okay. Here's how it works. Naela has to spend 3 influence points to do this, and anyone else who wants to use it has to spend an influence point to use it. Now, even though you didn't succeed on it, you still get to write the memory to your journal.
Right.
And we'll say it's like +1 calm. We'll just call it calm.
Okay.
Hey, somebody did something with one of their sheets. The joy of gathering our broken pieces, matched only by the pain they so often bring. Good stuff. Okay. So, who all's had a turn since this round? I know Zack got this guy, right? Dank fought with the lady and injured her some more. I think Naela did the thing with the memory. I think Derrin and Cassidy haven't gone this turn. Is that right?
Yes.
Would you guys like to do anything?
I guess I'd just like to take my knife out of the guy's head. I
Yeah,
guess that's all I can really do.
Come on, I get this chick pinned. Let's make sure she doesn't try to get away or do something stupid.
Yeah. Do you want me to like go and grab your knife and give it to you so you can toss it again?
I've got 5 more.
Okay.
Somebody
If you want to try doing that, then I could try and help. There.
Yes. Hand me her knife.
I'll bring Dank the girl's weapon then.
The sword that's on the ground?
Yeah.
Yes.
And then
Sure.
I'm gonna put my foot on her chest to make sure she can't get up.
That would be a contested roll.
That's fine.
She's gonna have a penalty because she's fighting with Dank at the same time. And
And I'll try and
I
help
want to help
so I
keep
can
her
add.
pinned anyways.
she's also wounded, so that'll give her another penalty. What? Okay, so she's gonna have a 44 against whatever you roll.
And I'm helping you, Cassidy. So
So I'll give you an extra dice. So the 2 of you.
And I've got hand to hand as well.
Okay.
nice.
Here's her roll. And yours is a 13, so you beat her. So here's the question. Are you gonna kill this lady?
Interrogation time.
Yeah.
No, I'm just keeping her pinned.
Alright, so you just like pin her to the ground. Alright. I think.
I know Dank well enough that he would get pissed at me if I killed her out from underneath him.
I would be pretty upset. Yeah.
All right, that's fine. Combat over. She's pinned to the ground. She's also like pretty beaten and bruised and stuff. And she's just like grunting in frustration. Her two friends are dead.
Shouldn't have attacked us.
Most of you guys are fine. I don't think any of you really got hurt.
Yeah, the
Nope.
only one who got injured was Shalim.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
I
We just
would
lost a
like
lot of
to-
influence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to use my first aid on him, please.
On Shalim.
Yeah.
Let me see here. He's only beaten. Right? Beaten.
Yeah, he only went down 2.
I think he went down 1 step, didn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he
only
went
went down
down
1. We spent a bunch of influence points to ensure that.
Oh, okay. I must have missed the
Because-
final. I
because
thought it
Because
ended
the
up at 2.
bastard kept rolling 3s and 4s.
Yeah.
And we were like, nope, 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 nope.
Let's see here. Let me take a look. So I think when you're beaten, you can recover it at the end of the scene. It's like he may not require healing. Maybe there's not. Maybe I didn't put the handout for it. Let me look for it here.
Yeah, I think it is 1 body step that they get to recover.
Body. Okay. Body triggers 3 spaces. Toughness. Okay. Second status, beaten, which entails your character's taken some blows. Superficially injured. Status step is not hard to recoup from. Going back to okay at the end of the scene.
Okay.
Yeah. So he'll be fine as soon as the scene is over. The scene, however, is still going. So just for the time being, he's still beaten. But
He's
as
got
soon
like
as
a little blood leaking or something.
yeah, like bounced off his visor, so maybe like the visor cut into his face or something a bit. But yeah, he's relatively okay. All right. So what do you guys do? You got this lady pinned to the ground. You're all able to like get the situation under control. There's 2 bodies nearby. Some people have like started to react to the shots that were fired. And so there's like nearby people that are kind of like yelling out in panic or like trying to get away from you all. The Sapu are being calmed down by Zaya. She's probably gonna start investigating what happened soon. Make sure you're all okay. What do you guys want to do?
Tell everybody to look away while I perform incredible violence in the art of interrogation.
No. Just ask her the questions
Immediately
first.
turns around.
I'm looting this guy that I finished off.
Oh yeah. Again, I did call dibs on one of those guns.
Yeah, that's fine.
Got +3 to firearms and nothing to shoot with.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, the guy he's got quite a few things on him. Lots of decent armor, like a mask that goes around his entire head. He's also wearing like leathers over the armor to try to like disguise a little bit to blend in. And of course, he's got the firearm. It's like a tech weapon. It's like an energy projectile weapon. It's not your typical death spitter. Quite nice. And the rifle that this guy was shooting with is similar. It's like it's a very well made energy style weapon. I would say, yeah, you just want to like pick it up.
Yeah.
You don't want to like investigate his person first or anything like that.
Well,
Check him for like a communicator or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's probably like a communicator in his pocket.
I'm looking through like everything on this fucking guy, like pockets.
Whole body
Everything.
cavity search.
Yeah.
Yeah.
there's,
Definitely check for something that is monitoring his vitals.
Yeah, they
I'm gonna
probably
like.
they're probably not carrying like a note that's like we have to attack the Vagabonds on orders of the whoever. You know what I mean? This is why we're
Right.
attacking them. This is where we came from in case you catch us and,
That's
and
why
hurt
we
us.
left one alive.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But yeah, you're able to find like a device that you would wear on the wrist that would show like vitals. It's probably turned off now, but it would show like vitals. It could be used as a communicator. It can be used for a lot of things. Probably store credits on it. It's almost like a bracer type thing, like a Pip Boy almost.
Take the credits,
Yoink.
break the device so it can't be tracked.
Yeah, but it's like a little wrist bracelet. When you like push a button on it, it projects a light across your arm, like a hologram that shows like different things. And then there's like the armor, and of course the gun.
What kind of armor is it?
Do what?
What kind of armor is it?
It's like some kind of thick, well-made polymer. Like it's light. It's lightweight. It's probably better than what you guys had at the shop.
I mean, if you're taking the armor, can I have the Pip-Boy?
Why don't you have Waywatcher look at it?
Yeah, that's what we were thinking. That's what I was thinking of doing.
About to just strap that boy on.
Something
like a
about
bad
the
idea.
memory. Something about the memory before we continue. It actually has no effect.
Right,
So
no,
you
yeah,
can't
there's
add
no
a
effect
plus
for it.
to it.
But
Okay.
it does take up a spot in your book, so you can
Okay.
pull things out.
Yes.
Okay. My bad. New things. All right.
Free memory.
So just a free memory. It takes up a spot. It doesn't give you anything.
Yeah.
Cool.
Means I only have to do one more and I get a new page.
There you
You're
go.
welcome.
All right. So, Zack, you're looking through the stuff. Are you gonna like pick everything up and take it over to Waywatcher to?
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely putting on the armor first. Just saying.
Yeah. You're putting on the armor first?
Yeah. You know,
Alright.
while Dank does his thing, I don't want to watch that. I'm gonna like dig through this fucking body, see if anything fits me.
All right. Dank, what are you doing? Are you just holding the lady down, taking her sword?
I'm pretty much. I've got one of her arms pinned with my arm. The other one, I'd say, tell Naela to move her foot off the chest and put it on the other arm. That way she can't do anything. And I take the sword and press it up to her throat. And tell her, start talking or start dying.
Yeah, she says, She says,
Go ahead and kill me, you traitorous scum.
does anybody make a play for the other gun? The gun the guy was using. Does anybody try to pick that up?
Rifle?
Yeah, the rifle.
I mean, am I close to it? I can just,
You've already
walk into
you've
that.
already used your turn to grab the armor and gun
Oh,
with the other
true.
gun.
I'll grab it so I can secure any errant weapons.
Okay. So, Derrin and Zack,
Oh, you got it.
when you reach down and pick up the guns, something happens.
God damn it.
You're both
They're keyed. Okay.
you both go down 2 body steps as the guns electrocute you as soon as your hand makes contact with the handles. Not enough to put you out, but you're now beaten? No,
Wounded.
wounded. So your vision goes blurry. It electrocutes you hard. It's enough to like put you on the ground for a moment. But you don't lose consciousness. And you drop them, I hope.
I throw it
Yeah.
away.
Yeah.
There's like a discharge sound from the gun. It sounds similar to when it fired. Yeah.
See if we can have Cassidy hack them.
They both start going through their stuff immediately, and you all see them collapse for a moment, and there's like it's like they're winded, and they have to pick themselves up off the ground. Dank is engaged with this person. Who else was helping? Derrin was helping. Cassidy was helping him pin her down. Naela is doing her thing. The guns get thrown to the side. Waywatcher is with Cassidy. The sword doesn't react that way when you grab it. It doesn't hurt you or anything. It's just a sword.
Awesome.
while they're pinning her to the ground and things, I want to roll. What is it? First aid
Okay.
on them, on Zack or Derrin,
Okay.
because they both look like shit right now.
How many uses of the first aid do you have left? 'Cause there was like an injector or something that you had, right?
No, there wasn't an injector. It was just first aid skills in general. Because we used the one injector that we had on the dying man.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think we can recover health with just a skill.
Yeah. It was sort of unique for what's his name, who was bleeding out. Let's see here. It would be
Well,
wounded.
because yeah, I don't know.
Wounded means that your character is in grave danger of losing their life. Depending on the situation and condition, it can take between a few days and several months to heal. From a broken femur, stab wound, or hazardous intoxication to a severed limb, any kind of life-threatening wound, ailment, etc. is classed under this category, which also imposes a 1-die penalty to most physical actions. I would say it's going to take you a few moments to sort of like help them get their senses together. They're going to still be wounded, like at least for a few minutes. They're not, and as long as they don't touch the guns again, they're going to be fine. And I would say since it's like electrocution, you recover from wounded next time you rest.
Okay.
It's not like you got shot.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think like first aid would really help here because you can't take the shock away. Like they got shocked. There's not really like first aid you can do to like heal that. Just be like, let me touch your body.
So would I be able to do that for like gun wounds then to like?
Yeah.
Or would that not even be useful and I
Or maybe
just
at least
wasted a slot?
No, you didn't waste.
Well, you didn't waste a slot because you just have infinite slots. But
there's
I mean,
there's devices that you can use, like healing injectors that if somebody is wounded, that can heal them right away. Think of it like in some sci-fi shows. I think in Starship Troopers they have these things you can hit somebody with it, and it's like caulk for the body, so like it would seal.
Plastisol. It's like liquid stem cells kind of thing.
Yeah, like an injector like clots the wound immediately, that kind of thing. So it would be different for that, I think.
or I mean, it could. I don't know if this would work, but it could also be like a reason to say, hey, okay, they'll recover in this long instead of that long. They still need to recover, but it's going to take less time, maybe.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I would say yes. Make a roll for first aid. Make a roll for your first aid skill. That's fair. And I'll say if it's a success, 10 minutes. Like end of scene. You guys go back up to 1 body step. Okay, success. So at the end of the scene, you guys can go back up to beaten from wounded.
Okay.
And just for the record, that was also non-lethal. If I had rolled 3 or 4, you would have just been knocked unconscious. So.
Well, that's good at least.
Yes.
I thought we would just be dead.
No, I wasn't. I wasn't
gonna
gonna
sweating.
I wasn't gonna kill you with that. No, that seems like a lame way to kill somebody. Okay.
You die from a gun that wasn't being used.
Yeah.
You die from looting.
It's just
You die from a paper cut. It's fine.
It's
Hey.
basically like what Wolfy was saying, where it's like a DNA key or something. So like it tased you because your DNA didn't match. Think of it like in Judge Dredd, the judges have these special guns, and they're like DNA keyed, I think, and then somebody else picks it up, it'll zap them. Now in
Okay,
Judge
so you're
Dredd,
telling me I just need to cut off one of their hands, and then I can use the gun.
just cut off one of their hands. Yeah.
You could just wear a glove, and you wouldn't be able to use it, but you could pick it up at least.
Yeah.
No. Just cut off the
Skin
hand.
In Judge Dredd, the guns will kill you though. Like if you try to like use.
Oh,
them
I'm sure if you hacked these, you could probably get them to kill somebody. But
yeah, that's another option for sure.
Yeah, we'll see if we can have like Waywatcher and Cassidy work together to try and hack the guns to disable that function.
Absolutely.
Right.
But interrogation.
All right. So yeah, you're like, and she's like, go ahead and kill me, you traitorous scum, or whatever it was she said.
You attacked us. You think you're gonna get out of this the easy way?
I don't expect to live.
Well, we can at least get some use out of you before your life is up. Again, I would suggest those not resistant to this sort of thing look away.
Now, Dank, darling. Why even give her the option to die in the first place?
Fair enough. Fair enough. Do we have
Really, all
anything that can cauterize wounds?
I do have a blowtorch.
You have a.
Oh
There we
my
go.
God.
We're in business.
Easy clap.
Blowtorch.
You did give me a blowtorch.
I'm definitely taking this, or taking Waywatcher over to this stuff like, okay, we're gonna go over here.
Take the baby away.
We're gonna go over here and try hacking things. Hey, Waywatcher, you can hack, right?
I can attempt it, yes.
Do not fry my baby. She's like
Oh,
yelling
if anything,
this
I'll
as
fry a
she's
gun.
taking-
It'll be fine.
She's like yelling this as she's taking out the welding torch and the lighter fluid and her daggers.
Ace getting out the broken glass.
You gremlins,
Going far
chill
away where I
out.
cannot see or hear this.
Stop.
If you fry my baby, he will not be the only thing that is fried before the night is over.
All right. So you're directing Waywatcher to the weapons. Which one are you gonna try to have him hack first?
So there was. Sorry, describe them one more time. There was like a shotgun and just a regular gun?
There's
Or-
Like a rifle.
a rifle and like a handgun.
Okay, that's what it was. Okay.
Yeah, they're both like energy projectile
Yes.
style weapons.
I remembered what they did, I just forgot exactly what kind they were.
Yeah, they probably look like they're made from like the same manufacturer. Some like really high end like electronic weapons. They're probably like oddly white, plasticky looking. And before they fire, the tips of them crackled with electricity, I think.
Hey, Dank, which one do you want me to try and hack first? That one might not survive.
Go with the handgun first. The rifle could cause a lot more damage. So we
Okay.
want that one intact.
Alright, yeah, we'll try and hack the handgun first.
All right. Waywatcher will oblige as he attempts to hack the handgun. Let's see here, Waywatcher. This is Enki tech, so it's probably a pretty high DC. Waywatcher's probably not the best at hacking. He's not made. He's a communications bot. Might be pretty good at it. Let's give him like a 4d4. And I think the gun's gonna have like a 64. I mean, it's Enki tech. It's like as high as it can go.
Yeah, and I don't think that I can assist very much. Maybe attention to detail? Not really. It's a stretch.
I mean, you got zapped by the thing. You'd know where the discharge came from.
Yeah.
So that might help with the attention to detail.
I would say with attention to detail, you're going to be able to get Waywatcher to do this without hurting itself, for sure.
I will take that.
Fair enough.
Okay. Here's Waywatcher's roll.
Because if not, I will die.
And he got 2 4s in there. And then the gun's DC is 18. Anybody want to make me re-roll anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna spend an influence point, re-roll the 4s.
All right. 2d4.
We get lucky, it could go down to 12.
Why do I keep?
God dang it!
I keep
You're
rolling.
cheating.
I keep
I
rolling
just
4s again.
swear.
Every time it seems like you guys have me re-roll, I just get the 4s again. I don't know what's going on with that. So it's the same. It's still an 18.
Think again. One more time.
One more time.
Yeah.
Oops, pushed a button. Didn't mean to push. There we go. 2d4. Okay. Whoa, that one dice went crazy. Okay.
Okay,
There we
12.
Okay, yeah, so that brings it down to 12. So it's a success. All right. Okay. Yeah, so there's a beep sound from Waywatcher. And Waywatcher says,
The identification key from this weapon has been removed successfully.
Sweet.
all right. You want to try
Awesome.
the other one?
Yeah.
Do we
Still
want
have
to, or do
3
we want to
influence
save it till
points
later
for
when, like, out of character, we have more influence?
That's fair.
I was thinking, like, that was a very close one. I almost feel like Waywatcher was probably having some hard time with it. And seeing that, I'm like, maybe I need to do this when Cassidy can, like,
Assist, yeah.
assist.
So
Yeah.
we'll save
I will
we'll save the
probably,
rifle for after the torture.
yeah, I'll probably live with that and grab the gun to have a weapon for
Oh,
the,
you know
like,
what we
at
should
this
do?
moment.
The
Yeah.
gun could assist in the torture.
Yeah, sure. So yeah, you pick up the gun and you feel it like humming in your hand as soon as your hand makes contact with it. There's like a as it kind of like powers up. It doesn't
Oh,
shock
that's
you.
a weird thing.
Yeah, it doesn't shock you or anything like
I
that.
definitely flinch, but I still keep a hold of it.
Yeah, sure.
PTSD from it.
Okay, so back to the torture. What are we doing here?
Alright, so yeah, I got the ground glass out, and I'm just gonna start rubbing it in her eyes.
She's got like a mask on, so you're
Yeah,
gonna
it has like a
Not
mask.
anymore.
yeah. So you pry the mask off, and you're gonna start trying to rub glass in her eye. I mean, she's being held down by you and Cassidy. I don't think there's much she can do to really stop you. Yeah. Okay. You rub glass in her eye. She screams out in pain.
I think you kill her.
I guess it would be, first of all, anyone watching is going to have to make a check for stress against you. It's 3d4.
That's why I told everyone not to watch.
Yeah.
Are you
Which
looking?
is why I'm not watching.
Are you all looking away?
No, I'm still looking at this dead ass body.
Okay.
Everybody's doing their best to ignore us.
Yeah, Cassidy, you're there holding her down, so I kind of feel like you might. Anyone who's looking, make your roll. It's 11. Naela's fine. Meets it, beats it, I guess.
Well, I mean, I'm involved, so do I really have to roll?
Yes, because it's his detachment thing.
His
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I guess Naela is kind of involved because she's hovering over her face.
All right, Cassidy, you're fine. Okay. See, like rubs glass in her eye. Yeah, she yells out in pain.
Just a normal Tuesday.
Grits her teeth. She says, "I've been trained for worse."
Good. We have so much worse we can do.
Cassidy's gonna start heating up one of her throwing daggers with the blowtorch.
Anybody got a spare battery?
She's gonna start struggling against you guys, I think. Like, there's two
If
of
she
you.
begins
good
to
luck.
struggle, yeah, that's not gonna work out well. How does she
Like,
try to struggle?
because there's 3 of us.
Are the 3 of you holding her down?
Yeah, get her legs.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Naela hates these people.
she'd have a -2 because there's 2 extra people.
That and she's already wounded, so a
So
-3.
-3, so she would get like a 3d4, and she's like trying to break free. Contested check. She rolls a 7. You probably have 6 dice, I think. This would
I
be like,
do.
Be like hand to hand.
This is
There's like no
laughable.
way she can win. The only question here would be: are you going to be lethal or non-lethal?
Non-lethal.
I'm gonna be non-lethal because I
Okay.
still need to get information.
Yeah, so she's just trying to struggle against you, but it's in vain. Like the 3 of you have overpowered her.
so
She
many.
can't do much.
I didn't tell it to do that many.
It's fine. It's fine. Okay. What do you do next?
Cassidy's going to place one of the heated daggers against like her side and just let it sear.
Okay, so you burn her. I'll give
Yeah.
her.
Get her under the arms. Get like the armpit. That is like one of the worst places to get a burn at.
I think
Ooh.
she's gonna have to make some stress checks for the glass, like response to violence. She'll have to make a stress check for that, and for the dagger. So I really should give her 2. So why don't Dank, you set the DC for the glass you rubbed in her eye. Roll like, we'll say 4d4, 5d4.
I don't know, man. I've got like a +3 to violence.
Okay, all right, that's fine. 64. All right.
Oh god, she's
And
gonna die.
and
Well, she's gonna conk out. She's gonna go
She's
missing.
going to
Basically.
wish she was
14.
dead.
No, if she fails this too badly, she's just going to lose her mind.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I think
Alright.
that's kind of worse than dying.
Well, yeah, but then we get absolutely no information from her because she can't talk.
So 10. So she fails. She goes down 1 mind step. That's her first mind step that she's lost. And then the dagger. So Cassidy, you're just pressing a heated dagger to burn her. I think that's probably less than glass in the eye. So, make I would say 5d4. Roll 5d4 to set her DC for that. She becomes stressed. She gets an extra -1 now because she is stressed, right?
Oh, now I realize why I'm rolling so high. Never mind.
Contested
I'm
already,
not
yeah.
at
Contested already
+1.
has 3.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm thinking special. That's why.
shaken. No, it's shaken.
Yeah.
It would shaken
Ignore that
confers a 1 die
21.
penalty. Stressed. I feel like stressed is like -1 to all mental checks. I think it is. I think that's the way it's supposed to work. I'm gonna
This
give her
way,
-1.
she becomes more pliable and might be willing to actually divulge information.
Cassidy rolled a 16. She rolls a 9, so she goes down another
Just barely. Okay.
mind step 2. Shaken. All right. Shaken. Okay. Failing a stress test. This time, succeeding the roll. Blah 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 blah. Okay. So she is starting to mentally break. That is for sure. So you press the dagger against her, and there's like a sizzling sound as she tries instinctively like pull away from it. And what was the last question you asked? I think she probably just goes, fine, pull it away.
Tell us everything.
Flip it off.
What do you want
Why are you here?
to kill that one? She looks towards Shalim. Take the rest of you into custody.
For what purpose?
Why?
Our superior wanted a meeting with you.
Who is your superior?
She like snarls, goes by the name Silas, waiting back in Nataku.
Oh my god, a flash of rage goes over fucking Naela's face.
It's a faint smile on Dank's face, and then he reasserts his composure.
Cassidy's gonna raise a brow at Dank.
She looks towards Shalim and she goes, "Not a vagabond, traitor to the Arku. He was cleared for death."
Silas gave the order then.
She nods.
How is he a traitor to the Arku?
Working with vagabonds. Planning to work against the outpost, default on their payments.
No, we were still intending to make the payment.
You were intending
Who here?
You were intending to
Who
abandon
here?
the sorrows with the goods. We watched your conversation.
Well, the whole plan was to still make the payment.
Doesn't matter. You were fleeing.
For various valid reasons.
There are none.
They're not going to stop sending more of you.
No, they won't.
So obviously, we had to go somewhere else.
Who here do you believe are vagabonds?
All of you except him.
A
Where's
bold
your
claim.
proof?
She says, "Don't need proof. Can tell a vagabond when I see one."
Then you're more ignorant than your boss.
You can't see anything now.
Yeah, she says, "Go on, kill me then."
Where were you going to take us to meet with Silas at?
Nataku.
Where in Nataku? I need a location.
Yeah, she says, let me see here. Let's see here. She says, we have a safe house in Fisher's Market.
Is there any kind of security that would, well, obviously there's either like a code, a passphrase, something that would allow you to get in and be recognized.
She nods.
And that
And
is?
not the wrong one either.
Gonna use perception to see if she tries to lie on this.
Be more of like an insighty kind of check. This is where Derrin would come in handy, I think, for...
Can't risk him getting mentally damaged by witnessing this.
Yeah, I'm already down one step on that as well.
Okay.
I'm gonna drop 5 points to create a memory on insight.
Okay, alright.
Yeah!
Yeah. She gives you a phrase. Let's see here. The phrase is, "What is done in the dark will come out in the light." She tries to give you another one first, I think, but you know it's a lie. And so, yeah, you pry her again, and she finally relents, and she gives you that phrase.
Did you say what is done in the dark comes out in the light?
Yeah.
Okay.
All I can imagine is like when they catch her like lying, Cassidy just like lets the like still hot dagger like waft in front of her face.
Yeah, and she like flinches away from it, and she's, fine. Yeah.
Alright, so the memory pretty much goes, I remember performing various interrogations, both clandestine and legit. It all comes down to the methods used. You don't want to break the target completely, because then all the information given is useless. There's a fine line you have to tread to get proper intel.
I like it. There's a person doing that.
And that completes my second page.
Right on, dude.
Nice.
Hey.
I gotta ban a person in chat real quick.
Yeah, the bot thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened?
Some
You're
guy.
trying to sell follows or something.
Spam
Yeah.
thing.
How does ban? /ban. I have to do it so rarely that I have a hard time doing it. I think it's like this. Zizu 90. There we go. All right, sorry, chat. Don't go buying followers. That's not something that you can actually do. I don't think that's actually like a scam. Pretty sure.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna pick up Revelation of the Thief.
All right. You want to tell us what it does, or you want to wait until you use it?
It would be the perfect thing to have had before we began this interrogation.
Yeah.
This revelation can only be triggered while touching another human's skin. The narrator writes a memory in your journal. This is a significant memory that means a lot to the subject. This cannot be used with another vagabond. The memory has no effect.
Oh, so you can steal memories.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it doesn't give you the bonuses of it.
That is
But
dope.
it takes it away from the target.
Oh, that's really cool, man. That's like
That's ballers.
that's like memotech level stuff. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, it's badass.
There's a lot of interesting
Oh
stuff
my
you'll be able to do
God.
with that.
The question is, can you pick the memories?
No,
No, the narrator
takes it,
does.
but it has
Yep.
to be significantly important to the target.
Yeah, that's cool. I dig that. Dig. All right.
I like how one of us gives memories to other people to calm them down, and the other just fucking mind wipes the people.
Absolutely.
I am not a nice person.
Well, yeah. I mean, you just rubbed glass in a woman's eyes, so probably not the nicest. But it's okay. We love you anyway, Stink.
I like how old Cassidy's kind of coming back right now too.
Yeah. All right.
Maybe Dank
Naela
isn't
just
the person he should be
absolutely.
with.
Naela just absolutely hates these fucking people, so seeing them in pain brings her joy.
I
Yeah,
didn't do a
but-
thing when I filled the page.
Didn't do a thing when you
It's not
filled
until
it.
you make a new page.
Yeah, you gotta
Oh.
you gotta create a new one. Let me make sure I get those new pages in your correct places, because a couple of you created a new page today, I think.
How do I create a new page?
Should be on the journal page, like it should say like add journal page, I think.
Oh yeah, there we go.
A new knot in my mind, one I must untie. Good stuff. Good luck untying that knot, Dank. Let's see here. Okay, so Dank and Zack both got a new journal page today.
Hey.
Could you repeat that passphrase one more time?
Uh,
I have it in table talk.
Okay,
What is done in the dark comes out in the light.
cool.
There, your journal page 3 is right by your other ones, Dank and Zack. Your journal page 2 is right by your other one now in the players folder. All right, so you got some information. Are you going to keep trying to get more out of her? What are you going to do with her when you're done? Like, what are we doing here?
No, she's dying.
There was also that
After.
There was also that explosion you guys heard. Just by the way, remember, like right before they attacked you guys, you heard an explosion nearby. Probably was a distraction, but
Actually, Naela, I think I have a much more fitting end for her.
Well, let's figure out what the explosion was and then do that.
I would say yeah, like a nearby. Probably. Here's what I'm gonna say: the shop you guys are buying your gear from was blown up.
Oh no.
So
Oh,
like
damn it. I
that-
hope that guy's okay.
that nice guy who was selling you guys all the cool stuff. He's not.
Yeah.
He's not okay.
Yeah.
He's
Aw.
probably dead.
Most likely. Well, that sucks.
Yeah. That's okay. He
Hey,
wasn't.
how
He
was
wasn't like a
Chris
main
Emmett?
character or anything.
How
Yeah,
was
but we
Yeah,
like
but he
another
sold
shocking
us some
episode?
dope stuff.
He did. He also made these cool little statues.
And he gave me
Yeah.
info for a contact he had in Nataku.
He
who
did
could
give
make
you a
me more.
contact. He did give you a contact in Nataku. That's right. Yes. You guys like take a look outside the alley and you see that nearby that building is like in ruins. You guys got grenades. They got grenades, or at least some kind of explosive.
Oh, ask,
That just means
ask
we
her.
have more grenades now.
Well,
Unless they use them all.
Well, I mean, they might have blown them all up, right? Like, maybe their
no.
explosion was like their actual explosion was small, but maybe they put it on all the other explosives in the building, or like the other explosives in the building also exploded in response. Think of like a fireworks store burning down, right? I've actually seen that happen, and boy, is that a show.
I saw a big one go up in Tijuana back in 2008. It was insane.
Ask her what that stuff down in the hatch was.
Yeah, what was the purpose of that facility?
To
Have we like
make
gone back to her?
to make an obedient army.
You were going to use the Asapu?
Yeah, to march on Nataku if need be.
Oh, dude, that's fucked up.
All right, I'm done. We're done.
I'm gonna yell out, hey, anybody got any questions they want to ask before we finish this?
I'm not paying attention, so I have none.
Well, I mean, surely you must be curious about something. You don't have to look, you just have to respond.
Nope, not paying attention.
Okay.
I'm just gonna scream, no, I'm good.
All right.
All right.
This fucking mask is dope.
So are you guys gonna...
Gonna take her spear and stab her in the head.
All right. You stab her in the head. She is a defenseless target. This is going to cause a stress test to violence. You more than anybody, Naela.
Yep.
So here is your check. Everyone else, you'll get a different check. Who's watching this? I think maybe just hearing it, knowing that it's happening, might do that too. Naela's is going to be higher though. It's going to be more dice because she's actually carrying out the act. So here's yours, Naela. And the check for...
Reroll those 4s, please.
All right. You want me to reroll the 4s? Okay. 3d4. They turn into a 3, a 4, and a 3, so it'd be -2. That would bring it down to a 14.
Okay.
All right. So I'll put a marker there and put 14. That's your DC. This is a violence check.
Okay.
You roll a 16. Yeah, you're fine. Good stuff. All right, now everyone else, your DC is 1 die lower. 10. Yeah, as Naela heartlessly just shoves the tip of her spear through this lady's head. She goes limp immediately. Eyes stay open, staring at you. What was that roll, Dank? What was the total there? 2,
You got
2.
rolled wrong.
It's okay. 2, 4.
15. He's good.
Okay, 15. All right. Cassidy rolled a 12. You're fine. No one else is paying attention. Zack rolled an 8.
Thought you weren't paying attention.
Oh.
I mean, you were just...
Yeah, we weren't paying attention.
Oh. I thought you said even if you
You
heard
also
it.
said hearing it too.
Yeah.
I did say hearing it or just knowing that it's
Because Naela's absolutely giving a feral scream as she's doing it.
Yeah.
Just freaking mad as hell.
Yeah,
Pissed.
the lady probably even lets out a wait, don't, and then she like gets cut off by the spear going through her head, right?
Yeah. There is no remorse with that.
Yeah. Totally.
She just said something that was highly offensive, and that drew Naela immediately to her killer mode.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, lady, really?
Yeah, I guess.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. If you rolled under 10, You go down 1 mind step. That is
Cool. So
faith.
I'm down in both.
What are you at? Does that?
I'm at level 2 in both.
Okay. Good.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. I was worried it put you at level 3. That's all.
No.
Okay. All right. So she is dead. Is there anything you guys want to discuss before we end the scene? Anything with Shalim? What do you guys do from here on?
Well, now we know that even if we do go to Nataku, they're already there waiting for us, essentially. So we've got a couple of options. Either way, Shalim has been marked for death. So we need to do something to either like change his identity or make it appear that he's already dead.
Shalim says there's always hope they haven't there's always hope they haven't relayed this back to the Arku yet. And the Enki may have presence in Nataku, but they have to stay undercover there. They're not welcome.
Shadow operatives. Nifty. We know where they are and we know how to get into their base, and they're not welcome there. Sounds like perfect
Wipe
time
it
for a
out.
night raid.
If
Nods.
she gave us the right code.
She did.
No, she did.
Yeah, Shalim's like checking the wound on his face, so he's like touching his face and checking the blood on his hand. And he says, we have contacts at the Tower of Merrick. Maybe they can help us. Vagabond Refuge. And there is the tradition of Nataku when newcomers arrive there to meet with the council. Perhaps they can help.
All right. Well,
Cassidy's gonna look at him and go, "You knew something like this would happen when you let us in, didn't you?"
He nods.
Then why did you welcome us in the first place?
Don't turn strangers away. Try to help everyone you can.
nothing wrong with being a good person.
He looks at Naela when he says this, and he says, being a savior comes with a weight.
Yeah, ain't that the truth?
And yeah, he like looks out the alleyway where the smoke is. There's like people gathering where the explosion was. And he says, well, let's make sure everyone's okay and salvage what we can and get out of this place before there's another attack. They'll send more.
Don't they always?
They'll
gonna go
more
for the-
than likely send more while we're heading out, so be prepared.
Well, as long as I have one of those energy weapons, I think we're gonna be good.
Yes. Would you like to have Waywatcher hack the other one now?
Let's do it.
Commencing
I can
hack
help.
now.
I'm gonna help.
All right, so you give Waywatcher an extra die. I believe his check was 44 before. He'll have 5 now.
Careful not to touch it.
Or
Yeah.
you could try to hack it.
Yeah, use your special roll thing.
I
Commune with the machine spirits.
don't think it's gonna work on a gun.
Never hurts
You
to
never
try.
know until you try.
Right.
But I do have +2 to electronics, and I do also have programming.
That alone would give you a better roll than Waywatcher.
This is true.
Yeah.
Do it.
Okay, and I think the gun was 64, right?
Mhm.
It would be contested. So what is that total? 3, 7, 10, 14, 16, 18? It's a
Yeah.
good roll. 18. 18 versus 14, you win.
We
The same thing happens. There's like a beep from the gun, and it seems to like deactivate something. You reach out and grab it to test it. Unrooted says you can definitely commune with guns. They're great meditation partners. Thanks, Unrooted.
Very true. But with the way the Vagabond and the machine works, I don't think it can talk back.
Well, it's
it'd be a one-sided conversation. You order it to do something.
Yeah, basically.
Cassidy's gonna like pat Waywatcher on the head though, and gonna be like, "Good job. I couldn't have done it without you."
Oh.
Yeah. That's the response you get. Okay. So you guys got 2 new weapons. You get their armor too. I'll say the armor they have is like a +3. So the chick's armor is probably only gonna fit a lithe female figure. I mean, if just looking at the picture, it's a pretty specific kind of armor. And you could probably make it into something else if you had time, but
Yeah, it's that female fantasy armor.
it kind of is.
So would
yeah.
it?
Boob armor.
So it'd be for Naela or Cassidy.
Yeah, it's up to you guys. I think it probably wouldn't fit on Dank. Is basically
No.
what I'm saying.
Who's getting in fights
I mean, we
more?
could stuff them in there, but it probably wouldn't be very eye-catching.
I want the leather so that way I can fit in more to my surroundings.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, you can definitely grab like their leather hoods and stuff for sure, and just to have the gear. And they probably all have like a wrist communication device. So there's 3 of those. If you guys want to like split those up between yourselves. It stores.
Is there a plus to the leather?
Yeah, sure. I'll say +1. Yeah, sure.
Same question with like the rifle. Does it add anything?
The rifle is a +3. Like to not dice, but like to the roll. So like you'd roll like if you're shooting a skill, it gives you +3, so you'd roll 64. It would give you an extra 3.
And then add 3.
Yeah.
Okay. And what about the Enki sword thing?
The sword is a +3 for melee striking. The handgun is also a +3. They're the same essentially.
Cool. All right.
Cassidy would definitely pass Dank the rifle, knowing he wants that one.
And the handgun.
So,
Well, somebody else can use the handgun. I don't need 2 different guns. That would be kind of greedy.
so who's taking who doesn't have a weapon?
I have a pipe, but I mean, I don't know that I'd be very great at doing the gun anyway, so if anybody else wants it.
Wait, don't you have the whole like thing where you can do the memory thing?
No, that's Zack.
What?
Fair enough, yeah.
Would you want Naela's Death Spitter, which is a +2, just in case you had to defend yourself, Derrin, and then Naela take the handgun?
Yeah, that sounds fine.
Okay, so what you have is a +2 Death Spitter, and you have 59 rounds left.
Awesome. Thank you for keeping track of your ammo.
Very important stuff.
What is the ammo for the
energy weapon?
Handgun.
Yeah. They're batteries. They run off batteries.
Sweet.
Yeah, so we'll have to recharge them.
Mhm.
Do we know how many like rounds they carry?
They
like at a full charge?
Yeah, they probably have an indicator on them that pops up when you're holding them.
Oh, that's awesome.
It probably would show on the wrist communicator too, like while you're holding the weapon.
I think we should hack the wrist communicators.
Oh
to
yeah, we're not
disable,
touching
like,
those.
Tracking.
I would say they both have. Here, I'll roll for it. Does that sound okay, to everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah, that
I'll
makes sense.
roll,
D100.
I don't want to give it the chance of only having like one round because they didn't fire that much. So
Yeah.
what I'm gonna do?
What's the maximum that they could have?
I would say the maximum is like 30.
30. So maybe 3d10,
Yeah.
or no, maybe something like 5d6 or something like that.
I'll do
Sounds
that.
good.
That'd be minimum of 5 rounds.
Yeah, I'll do that. 5d6 sounds good. Okay, so 23 rounds. They both have 23 rounds left in them.
All right. 23 rounds.
So we have 3 sets of armor, right?
You do,
Right.
yeah.
Who's getting who? Or who's getting what?
So I'm taking the leather to fit
Right.
in more.
I mean, yeah, but the leather should definitely go over the armor to hide that it's Enki armor.
Actually, no, they don't. They're not trying to like let people know they're Enki, right? So they probably don't have.
Oh, okay.
Probably don't have Enki logos in the armor. It's just like really high tech looking, quality armor.
Really high tech looking boob armor.
Yeah. There's no like Enki logos on it because these they try to not get spotted, right? Like, it's like a lot of their thing.
Are the weapons like easily distinguishable as Enki tech then?
I mean, if you're like take a close look at it, it's like, oh, that's Enki tech, or that's like some really well made quality weapon. Like it definitely.
Okay, so we're gonna have to get together and camouflage the guns.
Yeah, let's not flash it around for the time being.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It probably wouldn't be too obvious until you fire it and it shoots this.
Yeah.
Well, by that
projectile.
point, then everybody else on the pointy end of it's dead.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah. Me and Dank have fancy guns.
The skills to use them.
Yes.
Well, if Naela has made it well known that she doesn't want the woman's armor, Cassidy would probably take it.
Okay.
Yeah, you can have it.
And
yeah, just make sure to add it to your inventory. So the armor she was wearing, what you can do with her armor, there's a button on like the upper left part of the torso that when pushed renders the wearer invisible, essentially.
Oh,
like
that's
it's like stealth armor, right? Because remember,
Right.
she appeared out of nowhere. Like
yeah, she stealthed up on me.
Yeah, but here's the thing: once like you'd only like once you reveal yourself, you can't use that function again until the end of the combat. So, and it will break the stealth if you make sudden movements. If you like make an attack, basically like fire a weapon, attack something, it'll break the stealth. So you can't like move too fast while you're wearing it. You can like walk slowly, but if you're like break out into a sprint, it'll break the stealth field. If you attack something, it'll break the stealth field. Kind of like think of it like invisibility in D&D.
Right.
Okay.
A little bit like invisibility.
What was the plus for it again?
3 plus 3, I think.
Okay.
Naela's gonna need to snag one of those at some point, but Cassidy
Can you
can have
imagine
that
the
for
reaction
now.
when she's like, "Huh, what's this button do?" Click.
Yeah, and then boop, she disappears. Basically, she like blends in with the. It's like reflecting the light perfectly, so she's like blends in. She looks like the Predator. Basically, is what happens. So it's like
Darn, I wish I could fit in that armor.
Yeah, that
Well,
would fit Derrin really well, wouldn't it?
when we go raid their base, we might find a male version of that armor.
Yeah. All right.
And hopefully another female version.
Yes.
That's not boob armor.
Derrin, did you mark the stuff that I told you?
Yes, the Death Spitter with 59 rounds and a +2.
Yes.
All right. End of scene. All right.
I will need to head out. I have 2 minutes.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh.
We'll end the show there.
Yeah.
So that's the end of scene. So those of you who recovered a body step at the end of the scene because you got healed, do that. Everyone who's lowered mind steps, you recover 1 mind step at the end of the scene.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, cool. I'm only beaten and stressed.
I will say this, like, we're probably going to fast forward through the travel time if you guys end up traveling like at the start of next session. So there'll be like a couple days of travel where you'll have time to sort of recuperate before getting to the actual outposts. And then those of you who are going to make your way around, you'll have to make a roll to find a way around and then
Okay.
do that. All right. Good job
Oh.
today, guys. You avoided 1 combat. It was a pretty serious combat.
Yeah,
and
I
then
think
you-
we probably would have died to that one.
Yeah, and then you just like totally won the second combat. So good job. You guys did good. Took out the Enki agents. I was thinking for sure somebody was going to get mortally wounded. I was hoping it would be Shalim. But that's fine. You saved him.
I knew you were gonna do something to Shalim for some reason, so I was like, bet. No.
I mean, he burnt like fucking 8 influence points making sure he didn't die.
You
Good
guys
lord,
did.
yeah.
You have me re-roll so many times today.
I have 2 influence points left.
Worth it.
Well, I mean,
I have
after I
none.
get my points for like the end of the session and following my beacon, I've got 4. So I
Oh,
would have had
nice,
2.
nice.
Or
Nice. So yeah, good job getting through the session. Everyone take 1 memory point, 1 extra influence point. Of course, make sure if you followed your beacon, you get your points from that. I think that's it. I think everybody did really good today. So, closing announcements, I guess. Let's see here. If you guys want to check out the Nibiru TTRPG for yourselves, check out the website for Araucana Media. It's araucana.com. That's ARAUKANA.com. Check them out there. You can also find them on Twitter at Araucana1. And there we go. My announcements thing is not loading for some reason. I don't know what's going on there. Here we go. Here we go. I was like, okay. Check out Zack on Twitch TV. He plays Zack on the show. Twitch.tv/TeamZack. Check him out. He's, I don't know. Are you playing Mortuary's Assistant on Twitch, Zack? You should.
I probably should. But Cult of the Lamb is coming out Thursday, which I'm excited for. So I might actually stream that.
Okay, right on.
So many things coming out.
Check him out.
So many things.
Give him a follow. And again, if you're watching on YouTube, all this stuff is down in the description, so check there. If you like the art for Cassidy here, check out the artist page. It's tiktok.com/iatakuhime. Here's the link for that.
And first try.
And I know I'm getting good at this. It's almost like I know what I'm doing sometimes. And of course, our Paladin of the Beverage, Dank, always needs his nos so he can rub glass in people's eyes. So
I am flat out, man. I would greatly appreciate some kind of beverage.
Yeah, so go check out his GoFundMe there. Send him beverage because we need him strong for fights. And I think that's everything. Did I miss anything? Anybody got anything that I should be announcing that I'm forgetting?
I think
no.
that's everything, yeah.
All right, so tomorrow is a new episode of Forest of Flesh right here on Ramblin Man TV. If you want to catch us live, it starts tomorrow at 6:30 Eastern, 3:30 Pacific. And then not this Friday, but next Friday, Unknown New Orleans starts back at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific. We're going back to every other week on that show. So tune in and see what new character look like. I don't know what I'm playing yet. I'll find out. There's also like some other stuff we're working on for that too. Some extra little surprise nifty stuff. So keep an eye peeled for that. I think that's all I got. Thank you guys for being here. You players did awesome today. Always great playing with you guys. I guess Caitlin had to take off. It was late.
Yeah.
Everybody have a great week. Everybody in the chat, thanks for watching Unrooted. Gerblin, all you fine people, great to see you guys. You'll all have a great night. And yeah, peace. We're out.
Goodbye,
Take care, guys.
everybody.
Bye.
Later.
Good night.